I'm okay. I just smoked another to the face, yeah. She wanna stay. Singing to your bitch like I was Drake, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, you hit in the front, so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Come on with a dank, scrolling in the tank, rolling with the gang. You sitting out on the sideline tripping, I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
Hey, Panini, welcome back to Woodward Sports. Here we go. Hit that back, give it a door. Hey. Welcome back to WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy. That's my guy, Spin More Rex.
What up, though?
You know, Chris and the team, JB Smooth, the ones and twos.
You got the DP hat on today?
No.
Yo.
No, is it? Is it the DP hat?
Yo.
Put it up. No.
I
guess I
Lil
can
Nas
see it.
X when you came
This
in.
is
It's questionable.
Calvin Johnson's primitive brand.
It's a vibe today.
What'd you say, Chris?
I said you was bumping Lil Nas X when you came in too. Got the hat on. I see.
But he's fired.
He is.
I don't care what y'all say.
He's got good songs.
Listen,
He's got bangers.
this is a tweet that Spain deleted off of our joint. Woodward Heavyweights account. I don't care what you say. The gays make fire music.
That's not what the tweet was.
I said Elton John did a lot for the gays.
That's not what the tweet was.
What'd it say?
You said Elton John's a gay and he made bangers.
Yeah.
That was the tweet.
Is that wrong?
No, but that was like our first tweet.
It really was.
Came out the gates hot.
It really was our first tweet. Yeah, I mean, they got bangers.
They do, for sure.
Next one was the link
Sure,
to the
Freddie
YouTube
Mercury,
channel.
Elton John,
Elton John,
Lil Nas X.
Lil Nas X, Freddie Mercury. Who's the Isaiah Rashad, Chris's favorite?
Not a favorite, but very talented artist.
Yeah.
Tyler the Creator.
Tyler the Creator.
Yeah, was that real? So that was real.
I think it
Oh
was.
yeah,
I
he
think it was
says
fake.
it. Call me if you get lost. He says, "I'm fucking anybody.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who,
But he
what,
also-
when, where."
Isn't there a Funkmaster Flex like freestyle or something like that
Oh,
where he's
yeah.
just like going
Yeah,
off with
he
like
says,
some awkward lyrics?
"Me and Flex just looking in the index for some hot buff. Ethan's just for some hot butt sex." And Flex is like, "Hey yo, what made you go with that line, my dog?"
But let's be real. If anybody was like partaking in the freestyle, enough of freestyling.
You gotta say
Some
you gotta
stuff's gonna come up.
some sauce will come up about
Like use rhyme and shit. Matter of fact, last time I drove. Last time I drove you drunk, we were rapping the whole time.
Yeah.
And I was just like laughing because
There was a couple of them.
There's a couple slip. Fucking one time, first time Bradley and I actually smoked together, and he's got like a 40-minute drive like from here, and we were riding to his place, and we were freestyling too, you know, and the sus bars dropped.
it's inevitable.
It was just a silent ride for like like 10 minutes of it. It was our first time chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's inevitable.
Yeah. Anyway, big show for you guys. Actually, lot of stuff to talk about today. And I know, like, usually it's not the case. We're bitching and crying about the off-season topics, but Tom Gore's not letting Troy cook. I'm excited to get into that one. I'm saving that for later on the show. Detroit Lions definitely got there, guys. I agree with that one. Spinny.
Yeah.
But the other one that you had, there was something here I loved a lot. I don't remember which one it was, but I'm here for all of it. Pat McAfee moving to ESPN.
Yeah.
How you feel about that?
We'll see. He said nothing's gonna change. They just can't say his fuck as much.
Yeah.
But they're still gonna be who they are as a show, who they are as people, and they're just moving to a new platform. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yep.
How do you feel about it?
I just I love the creative freedom that they had.
Yeah.
Envious of it, almost. You know,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
we were limited with our fucks for a while. So much better when you could freely fuck,
Yeah.
like Tyler Creator.
Yep.
Oh, that's why the whole rap thing came up. Maybe he just freestyling. You know, had sus bar came on. But anyway,
You don't like it?
no, for him that's awesome. I think I like it for the reasons I want to say fuck. Right? Is like, let me say fuck. Let me create. Let me be.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like let me get up here. Let me get this mic. Let JB shine as JB. Let Chris shine as Chris. Sorry, that was mean. I apologize.
That was so intentional too. That
It was
so
definitely
calculated.
intentional. It wasn't really calculated. But no, like, you know, Booner, goofy ass Booner in the back. Like Nick,
Yeah.
Nick's a fucking offspring of Booner. Like
Yeah,
let these guys.
He's got a little Booner in him. Pause.
Hey, yo, pause. But just let people be, because like the reality is like Foxy. Did you know Foxy before the Pat McAfee show?
Mm-mm.
Anybody on that show except for Pat McAfee? Did you know?
No.
And then another thing too,
like
AJ
Pac-Man.
Hawk.
Pac-Man and AJ Hawk.
Yeah, and Pac-Man's like fairly new. And then like Pat McAfee himself, dog is a fucking punter.
Yeah.
Like you say what you want about it, but he was a punter.
He was an electric punter, though.
I'm electric.
I'm electric.
But I don't know. I think it's a good sign for us, the creatives. Let us be us. And
It's that's why people like us as the heavyweights. That's why people they like genuine. They don't want us up here like, well, the Detroit Tigers lost their last matchup. It was a tough game for Eduardo Rodriguez. He didn't do it. Like, no, we didn't. We don't. That's not who I want to be. That's not what the people want. It's just they want genuine. They want real.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we give the people.
Yep. And like I could be up here all day and be a lot more angry about a lot of situations going on here in Detroit, but I'm a lot more patient.
Yeah.
There are a lot more shrooms than I have any other time in quarantine. All right, calm me down a bit, a lot.
For sure.
I still get a little fired up.
You definitely do.
Real quick shout out to creatives. Chris and Nick, speaking of the Devils, did a little podcast last night. They posted on the Heavyweights channel.
Hell yeah.
Check that out. How'd that go, Chris?
Oh, it was dope, man. It was just talking about the Detroit Pistons and their draft. We kind of vented through a little bit of frustration. Like, you start off the video just being like, fuck, man. Like, we got the 5th pick. But then at the end, we kind of go through and some logic. All right, what do you do with the pick? Do you trade it? We'll talk about that later in the show today. Or who do you draft? Who do you like? And, it was good. It was good to get that out there.
Chris also, speaking of creatives, and Chris got his own topic today.
Yep.
Hey, Chris, do a little bit of homework.
That's what I just said. I said trade scenario. We went through trade scenarios yesterday on the thing with Nick, and some we're going to talk about later today.
Yeah.
100%.
No, 100%. I just do it better than you, Chris. Sometimes you just get to rambling and you lose us after 50 seconds.
100%.
Dear Troy.
100%.
Dear Troy.
Dear Troy.
I wrote you, but you still ain't called.
You must not have got.
I do have that. Do you have that one video I sent you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we play that one? I don't know if Chris sent this one. Speaking of fuck words, quite a few in this one.
I've seen it, yeah.
You seen it?
Yeah.
Damn it.
I'm the baddest man on the planet. I heard Joe Rogan say something about me the other day, and I've been off all the social media, so I didn't reply to that little pussy. Little fucking midget, bald-headed midget. I heard him say that John Jones could fuck me up if we went in the room together. I don't think so. Not a man born from his mother can fuck me up in a room, on our own. Whatever happens in that room, I'd be walking out. Not a fucking problem.
Did you say not a man born from his mother? What was that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's what took me 2 hours to digest.
I mean, he is the baddest man on the planet. He's the heavyweight champ.
I like the confidence.
Yeah.
If
you're a fighter, you gotta have confidence.
Because as much as like grappling, you control the fight, but every fight does start standing up. And he obviously is a better, I guess that'd be just pure boxer. But what is the, I don't know, did the confidence convince you at all that you want to see this fight a little bit?
I mean, a boxing match, I'm sick of UFC
not
fighters.
A boxing match. I'm talking about for UFC, a fight. The way he described it, 2 of the men in the room just fucking.
Yeah, John Jones would kill him.
Yeah, murder him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Now he's gonna go after you.
Huh?
What do you think his insult for you is gonna be?
His insult for me, I don't know. That fat curly head fuck, you gonna talk to me about John Jones? He scrubbed it off the internet. I'm the baddest man on the planet. You don't even know what you're fucking talking about. Blah, blah, blah. I'll dog walk you.
I'll dog walk you.
Yeah. John
you.
Jones would kill him if they're in a like.
Is there any conviction the way he was just talking his shit? Though?
No.
No.
No holds bars, no rules. John Jones versus Tyson Fury. John Jones is murdering him.
Chris?
Yeah, it's not enough conviction. Like, I feel like he genuinely believes what he's saying, but at the end of the day, it's like, you're not gonna convince me.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna convince me that you can stand with John Jones. You're just not gonna do that.
And in all fairness, too, like to my knowledge, Tyson Fury's like sparring with MMA guys has only been Darren Till, which is like at the time 3 to 4 weight classes below him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fam, that's like.
Come on now.
Yeah, you're also 6 fucking. Well, there's that part too. He's 6'7", bro.
Yeah, that's fine.
Damn.
Well, John Jones was 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, like 6'4", 6'5". Yeah, I was 6'4", 6'3". JB, you partake in combat sports, WWE being number 1.
Fake. Hey, it doesn't matter if it's fake. At least I don't got to pay like $60, $70 for a pay-per-view that's only lasts 5 seconds. So.
Ooh.
Damn.
I mean, I still love the UFC, but still.
I mean, it's more than 5 seconds.
How much you got to pay for like SummerSlam?
I mean, tickets to go there live?
Oh, WWE's not pay-per-view?
Well, I mean, they They're on Peacock, so as long as you got their Peacock subscription, you get all the pay-per-views.
Okay.
I would still rather pay to watch UFC than ever watch fucking fake wrestling. In all due respect,
It's still entertaining, regardless. Either way.
I feel you.
But no, no one's beating John Jones. Come on, I don't care. My man's walking around here in a Pac Sun tank top. Like, come on.
Yeah, John Jones would kill him.
Yeah. I want to see it.
Did you hear about that Michigan shit though with Caleb Love?
Him leaving?
Yeah, he didn't have the credits. They didn't accept his credits
The transfer?
for him to transfer.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he just looks like a. Got to go back to.
So he's got to go somewhere else
Oh, okay.
because Michigan didn't accept his credits.
Where was he trying to go?
He was trying to go to Michigan.
Wait, I thought he was at Michigan. Who am I thinking about?
I don't know. Caleb Love, basketball player from North Carolina, entered the transfer portal, committed to Michigan. They didn't accept his credits, so he can't go there.
God bless Michigan sports.
That's crazy.
To have done what they've done with like that attitude.
That's crazy.
To be honest, though, I can't even say to do what they've done with that attitude because they haven't done shit in quite some time.
Yeah, but like,
I actually will say the basketball had some for a little bit.
yeah, I mean they've been in the playoff 2 years in a row now, football, so they've done some stuff. But like,
Who's the Caleb guy that played for them before? Didn't they have like a power forward?
Caleb
He got
Houston,
drafted.
yeah, he got drafted.
That's right.
But Caleb Love, he's a good player. He was going to go there, and they said no. They didn't accept his credits. It's pretty wild, honestly. Like, you'd think like Michigan athletics would make sure that happens. Like you're getting tripped up over some credit transfers. They should have stepped in and made it happen, but you know, it is what it is.
I'm looking as numbers. I mean, it doesn't matter either way. The Michigan athletics program, that feels like sometimes they pick and choose and they want to like put up that big blue wall.
Yeah.
But with that one, I mean, I guess that's like one of those like it's not a gray area. It's like black and white.
Yeah, but
need
it's
this amount.
something that can be changed. Like,
Yeah, you can fix
if they
that
wanted,
in-house.
if Michigan wanted to happen, it would happen.
Yeah.
Fair, maybe. I mean, I don't know what goes into that.
100%.
I don't know. I don't know. We don't know.
We do.
We don't.
Shadier shit happens than that every day in the world of college sports.
I feel like that's just one of those ones where it's just so black and white that I don't know if you could shade that one.
You
though.
can shade it.
Like it's like
100%.
when your number's fucking, like if there's a fucking wall here, it's a shape, it's a square,
Yeah.
and only a fucking square can fit through it. Not a circle, not a fucking triangle. Like if I'm coming to that fucking wall with the triangle, I'm not
Carve it
getting
out.
through.
If you're the Michigan athletic department, you
But
carve out the
but that's what I'm
triangle.
saying though. Like there's red tape with that. I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like they would have been fucking done. And I don't know if it's like one of those situations where it's like, we'll look over.
I'm just saying, if it was in
Like maybe
that's
it's
somebody
fixed next
transferring to
year.
Alabama or somebody to transfer to LSU, or
Yeah, but
it's getting done.
Can we be real about Alabama and LSU? Do they have the academic prestige or
No,
like to
he's
pretend
not
they have
going
the
there to go to
academic?
school anyways.
I know, but Michigan, that's the thing about Michigan.
Yeah, well,
They
that's
give a
something
fuck.
they have to.
That's why Michigan man's a thing.
Yeah, that's why they have to abolish that. Like this is a reason to be like, no, you can't miss out on a player like that over credits. Like he's not going there to go to
Is he
school.
nice like that though?
He's good. He's very
He's
good.
good, but nice not like he nice like
He would have
that.
been the best player on Michigan's team next year.
That's all right. It's a bad team. It ain't hard to be the best player on a bad team.
He did. He wanted to.
Yeah,
That's why he committed there.
we gonna see. Maybe that's something they change, but I'm not like. I don't know if it's something they just fucking snap their fingers and change. But something you can snap your fingers and change, and more like type your fingers and change, is your insurance. Whether for your business or your personal. My guy Mark over at Swiss Insurance can get you covered with both things. Make sure you guys send me an email at mark@swissins.com. That's mark@swissins.com. We're the Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper. Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
What up, though? Welcome back to WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my guy Spin Mo Rex.
What
we
up,
got young
though?
Chris, the TD Move, JB Smooth, the ones and twos, rocking along on a Tuesday. Has this week been going by fast for you guys?
Yes.
Yeah? Was it the lottery? We just blacked out all of yesterday?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I did. I even fucking
Emotionally taxing.
Yeah. They say, like, traumatic experiences can, like, cause you to turn to, like, a, alternate reality of yourself. That's what happened to me yesterday. That's why I came in talking like this.
Yeah.
It's a fucking traumatic experience for me. What are you gonna say, Chris?
That was iconic. The fact that you, for like a good 85% of yesterday's show, were in that accent. Like that. Shout out to you. But no, it was one of those, like, it was supposed to be a happy blackout and ended up being a sad blackout.
Yeah.
It was tough.
Because we had cigars bought for us and everything.
Yeah.
By the way, if you haven't hit the like button, 5-star review on all podcast platforms, be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. Speaking of the Pistons and blackouts, if you know, you know. But Tom Gores, he's cock blocking the Pistons coaching hire. It looks like the 3 finalists for head coaching vacancy didn't leave Tom Gores with a standout impression per reports. Now, this is kind of tough to speak on because I don't know what his qualifications are.
Yeah.
I never sat in a room with Tom Gores and I was gonna say felt him out as a human. Got a feel for him as a human, or like what he cares about, or what attributes are important to him. But what do you think it is?
I don't know. But all I know is like, you put this guy in power. In my mind, you put Troy Weaver in power. You gave him a platform. You expect him to run your franchise and do what's best for them. And now you're kind of cock blocking him. Like, it's, some people might like this because that means he probably doesn't like Kevin Ali. And is Kevin Ali not going to get the job? So I saw Pistons Twitter taking a different side of this. Like, Tom Gores saving the Pistons from Kevin Ali. It's like LeBron walking with like a championship trophy and shit. But it's, I mean, it shows a lack of faith. Like, your lack of faith is disturbing. Like, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. I mean, obviously he has the final say. He is the owner, so he's going to make the decision when it comes down to it. But you made the decision to put Troy Weaver in power, and it's his decision to choose a head coach. He brings you 3 candidates who are his finalists, who are guys that he likes, and you're like, meh. I'll be upset if Mike Budenholzer becomes the next head coach after this.
Why? Upset?
Just because that would...
It's not exciting.
No, and it would, lean into what you're talking about. But it's, it is what it is. Is Tom Gores being too hands-on with this? We've seen him do things like this in the past with trades and stuff like that. Forcing them to go for playoffs, make the playoffs. The fucking horrible
investment of Blake Griffin.
Yeah, forcing them to try to make sure you make the playoffs, even though you're going to get swept in the first round. But we made the playoffs instead of rebuilding, which... the rebuild should have started 4 years before it did, but we'll see. It's his team. I'm not going to tell the man to do what to do with his team because he is the owner, the governor. It's just so stupid.
2K.
No, that's what they call them.
Yeah, that's true.
Governors now, but ultimately it is his decision. But when you hire a guy and you put your faith into having him steer your franchise down a path, take your franchise into the future, which is what Tom Gores did with Troy Weaver. Troy Weaver is the GM. He is the general manager. He makes these decisions. And he brings you 3 guys that he's excited about, 3 guys that he likes, and you're like, maybe do another spin around the candidates. It shows lack of faith.
Now, this is a Yahoo report, correct?
Yes, Yahoo Sports.
Did you guys get to read it? The article in full at all?
Yeah, I sent it in Slack.
Because I didn't get to read it. I just asked because, like, do we know that this was Troy's finalists as well, or are this is part of the interview process? Like, can we confirm these are Troy's guys, Troy's 3 guys? Because in another scenario, over in Milwaukee. Charles Lee is a guy who could have easily stepped into place to fulfill Mike Budenholzer.
Yeah.
And that wasn't the case there. So it's not like it's just like Tom Gores and the Pistons that are out on a guy like him.
Well,
Obviously,
if they're not Troy's guys, whose guys would they be if Tom Gores said no to them?
well, they don't have to be Troy's guys. They can just be guys going through like the interview process.
These were the 3 finalists for the job, though.
Was it specified in
Yes,
the
yes,
report?
specified.
Yeah. Okay, as per Troy Weaver's. This is okay. Well, then that's different. That does change things. And if you don't have faith in Troy like that, as much as I like Troy and hope he remains here, then why the fuck is he here? You gave him a job to do. And he gave you the 3 final guys. Like it's not like it's a fucking like minimal task.
Yeah.
This is the head coach of your organization.
This is an important decision.
This is a leader in your organization, a face of your franchise, if you will. To a certain extent, obviously players are the face of the team, but like, I'm pretty damn sure he did his homework on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he just bullshitted.
Like would you ever see this with Sheila Hamp doing something like this to Brad Holmes?
No.
Would you ever see Chris Ilitch doing something like this to Steve Yzerman?
No, well, not Stevie, but maybe over in Comerica, yeah.
I mean, Scott Harris,
Well, I feel you.
he was brought in here to change things.
Yeah.
And I doubt he'd do that too.
Yeah. I will say this, to all due respect, Chris, but it doesn't really seem to give too much of a fuck.
Yeah, that's also true. But still, these are the guys you brought in to make the decisions. If you're lacking in faith with them and what their decision-making process is, then maybe that's on you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think it's a little too hands-on. We've seen, look at the Cowboys. How Jerry Jones is the owner, CEO, and GM. Like,
yeah,
shit doesn't work out too often when an owner is trying to do everything, have the power, and make all the decisions. Like, a good owner, a good head of a company puts people under him to take care of these things, to run the ship, to make the decisions, so he doesn't have to.
Yeah.
And that's what you do. You hire one of these guys, you put your faith in them, you let them make the decisions, and if they don't make the correct decisions, then you remove them from their position.
And it's also not like Troy has given you a head coaching hire already.
Yes.
And you were like, that wasn't good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he hasn't had an opportunity to do so. And say what you want, outside of the 2020 draft, like, yeah, you have to credit him with, like, some solid signings. I'd say with the Bojan Bogdanovic, Jeremy Grant, just a situation where the teams weren't ready to use those players and their capabilities in winning games, but they're obviously fucking worth something for you, or have been. And then the draft situation, I mean, the Cade one, that's an injury. You can't predict that.
Yeah.
A lot of people in town seem to be like blaming Troy for that whole situation. I don't, and I can't. I don't know why that's a thing right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think Troy's giving you anything to distrust him. And I don't know. How do you guys feel as Tom Gore? I mean, Chris, you too. Like, how do you feel about Tom Gores as an owner in total as of late?
I mean, I've always kind of been pro Tom Gores because of the fact that, like, he's shown that he was willing to spend. And I remember that gray area when Mr. Davidson had passed. The ownership wasn't really looking to spend money. They weren't looking to invest a lot in the team. They were kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And then we got Tom Gores, and this guy's made it clear that he wants to win. He said all the right things. He's gonna move the team downtown, and he's gonna spend whatever it takes to win. All that stuff is good, but this right here is a sign of a bad owner, because like everything you guys said, like, the best owners are the ones that hire and delegate, and that's something that Tom Gores is clearly not doing. And we've heard that he's very frustrated with the fact that the Pistons weren't even close to the playoffs this year.
What the fuck did he expect?
I know, and that's my thing. Like, what can you expect? But that's where he's at. So now you compile that with him stepping on Troy Weaver's toes here with this coaching hire. And remember, we all thought it was kind of crazy that we all kind of came to the collective that Troy Weaver shouldn't be on the hot seat, but it seems like he is, because you controlling his decisions and not letting him make decisions at the end of the day is going to be something that's going to backfire and going to probably lead you to being down the road fired, because this is something that not a lot of good franchises do. They don't take control of situations. Troy Weaver, this whole offseason was built for him to deliver, and now you're hampering his decision. Now he's going to be forced with, do I hire this guy because Tom Gores likes him or because I believe in him? Now you're going to be looking for a happy medium. And that's what got you Blake Griffin. That's what got you all of these scenarios that put the Pistons in a 15, 16-year playoff drought.
Yeah, when you're trying to appease the top rather than do what you know is best in your job. Like, they hired Troy Weaver for a reason because of his basketball IQ, his decision making, and what he does. So if you don't trust that, then you shouldn't have him employed. Like, if you're already questioning this, then you should just rip the Band-Aid and move on. Because like Chris said, that makes him double take. That makes him try to do things to appease you rather than look forward to what is best for the Detroit Pistons, or what he thinks is best for the Detroit Pistons, which is the job that you gave him. So if you're micromanaging him, if you're looking over his shoulder, that will never get anything done. No one has ever succeeded in a situation like that in any walk of life, especially when it comes at this, where there is a lot of money on the line for all parties involved. It's just not a good look.
And I'm looking. I'm just reading it on the fact. I'm trying to figure out, like, because it is kind of like unsettling with Tom Gores. Speaking of happy mediums, and that's kind of where I've been with him. Like, at the end of the day, I think you want an owner that cares. We've seen what owners that don't care look like, and you end up with situations like the Detroit Tigers and Detroit Lions prior to Sheila Fordham. So you want that at the very minimum, but you don't want a meddling owner.
Yeah.
You know, and it seems like what it is, because one of the worst moves, I feel like the worst move, was not under Tom Gores when they traded Chauncey Billups.
Yeah.
And then that happy medium, they did spend money. They paid Ben Gordon, they paid Charlie Villanueva. But Tom Gores came in, Stan Van Gundy, say what you want, with a shit situation, had us going somewhere with the Reggie Jackson, Tobias Harris, Ersan Ilyasova, and then it felt like Tom Gores meddled in and kind of forced the Blake Griffin trade because they wanted to win now. I'm sure Stan was obviously part of it too. He was active in the trade as well. He was part GM. But it fucked you in the long run, because Blake ultimately wasn't what he was traded to be. And that was all the signs were there. The guy's been fucking hurt like 4 years prior to that whole situation. Like, making that investment in him was just, that shit was so annoying to me, especially after I had made the playoffs and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to do more homework on this one. I don't want to bash Tom right away, because maybe they still hire one of these guys. Like maybe the wording in the article is like, you know, he was unimpressed because a hire wasn't officially made, but it doesn't mean that's not one of the candidates. Maybe they're still trying to figure that one out. I mean, I don't know. What are you gonna say, Chris?
No.
Yeah, there's a comment in here about quickly. It said Roy Weaver probably sold Gores on the sitting of Cade all season to get Victor Wembanyama. Didn't happen. Now Troy is on the hot seat, and that's from Mark Walston. And that's the problem that we had draft night, and this is the conversation we've had the last 2 days. Is yes, it sucks that the Pistons got the 5th pick, but that's not Troy's fault. That's not anybody's fault. I mean, maybe you want to blame Adam Silver, you know, if you believe there was some finagling and fugaziness going on. But it's just the way things happen. It's a lottery. It's odds. It's luck. It's random. And the Pistons happen to be on the short end of that stick. So if you're Gores, you can't be mad at Troy Weaver for being the 5th pick. He did all he could to get you the 1st pick. You won only 17 games.
Yeah.
Like, he couldn't have gotten you in a better position to get the 1st pick. You just got lucky, and the balls didn't bounce your way.
Yeah, and in the article it says, you know, Charles Lee, Jaron Collins, Kevin Ollie all met with Tom Gores in Los Angeles last week.
Yeah.
Sources said, although it appears none of the 3 final candidates for the position left Gores with a standout impression. And it's people around the league question whether Detroit would perhaps reopen the search to consider more candidates.
But there's you know, the words in there, although it appears. You know what I'm saying? Not like a direct source, or he said this, he's not going to hire him. Like, it could be one of these guys still. Chris, what you thought? We got to go to break, man.
Okay.
But I'm curious.
Question, but
I want to expand on this one. I also want to open up the phone lines at some point. It's nice to talk Detroit Pistons. Actually, give a fuck to talk about Detroit Pistons. But Lady Jane's. You can walk into any Lady Jane's for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically enter for your chance to win not 1, but 2 vehicles of your choice, courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. That's right, 2 cars, 1 for you and 1 for your wife, girlfriend, or best bud. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Saturdays at 1 p.m. Make sure you're watching WoodwardSports.com for our new show, Jumpin' Puck.
He shoots, he scores!
With 4-time Stanley Cup champion Darren McCarty and Michael Gentry, Jumpin' Puck is taking the Detroit hockey community and giving them a voice. Pros to Joes, you'll get the best Detroit hockey coverage around. Jumpin' Puck, Saturdays 1 p.m. on WoodwardSports.com.
The sports marketing agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zaniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
Get a shot up. This is for the win.
All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
Buongiorno. Welcome back to WoodwardSports.com. I'm your mate, Eazy. That's my guy, Spinball Rex, Young Chris, JB Schmoove. Hit the like button, guys. Come on. Look at this guy.
Come on.
He's a fucking guy. More likes than the fucking stream.
Yep.
The closer this guy is to fucking cat.
Cat.
Pick him up with a cat. Before we went to break, we were talking about Tom Gores seemingly holding up the whole head coaching hire and Troy's final three candidates, or Troy and his team's final three candidates.
Yeah.
And Tom it seems as if he's unimpressed because the hire has not been made. Some of it could be maybe he's a little bit pissed off. Maybe he's having a blackout moment too after the lottery. And to like you and I, we'd had conversations with sources close to Kate on the injuries. It wasn't a Troy Weaver move. It was that was a pre-existing injury for quite some time, and it was just time to take care of it. Mm-hmm. They wanted to go a holistic route first and foremost.
And it was the Pistons that were like, we should take care of it now, and rather than let it drag on. Mm-hmm. And that's what ended up happening because of the severity of the injury.
Yep.
Hopefully Cade's good.
Yeah. So that's why I can't. I mean, I hope Detroit's not in the hot seat. That's totally unfair. Yeah. But Chris, you were getting ready to say something before we went to break.
Yeah. Is it just as simple as this happened before Monty Williams was available, and Tom Gores is just really pushing for Monty Williams? Now I feel like because if you have enough sources to report this, that he was unimpressed and all of this, then I feel like you would have had a strong enough source to tell you the reason why being Monty Williams. So I don't necessarily fully believe that, but could it be as simple as these kind of coaching moves that have happened within the last week or two? Because the Pistons have kind of dragged this search out, and a lot of people have held off because of Victor Wembanyama and other things. So is it as simple as Monty Williams just becoming available when the Suns lost just last week?
Yeah, and I'm not sure about that. We don't know that exact route, but we did hear that if the Pistons got the number 1 overall pick, they would have aggressively pursued Monty Williams. And I think you made a good point about that, Chris, was like, if you're going to aggressively pursue him either way, if that's your guy, go get him regardless of what pick you have. If that's your guy, go do everything you can to get him in the door. And I agree with that. This head coach should not be dependent on what player you get in the draft. It should be who you think is the best player to coach up the guys you have now, regardless of who you're going to get. Even if it is, obviously, with the caliber prospect that Wemby is, makes things different. But still, you would want Monty Williams here either way because he's so good at working with guards, because he does great things with guards. And you have your franchise right now is established and is going after the basis of a two-headed monster at the guard position. So I don't know. It just doesn't sit right with me that he is nitpicking at this point. Like, you hired the guy Troy to do his job. Let him do his damn job. Don't sit over his shoulder and tell him what to do. Let him live or die by his decisions. And if it doesn't work out, you are in the position to remove him from his position.
Especially because this is his biggest offseason.
Yes.
Like we've said that several times. I've been hammering that point home. You got the coaching hire. You have a top 5 draft pick in a draft class that's very monumental. And then on top of that, you have free agency and you have all this cap space. So like this is the offseason that Troy Weaver's been building for. So if he's been building for this for 2 to 3 years, and now all of a sudden you're Tom Gores and now you're meddling in, that's not, I promise you, Tom Gores, that's not going to work out in your favor. That's not going to work out for the best. This guy has been building with a plan. If anything Troy Weaver has shown us in this entire regime, it's that he's been calculated.
Yeah.
So to step on his toes now would be, you put yourself through 3 years of hell for nothing then.
Yeah.
Like what is all this for?
What's up, JB?
JB's got some.
Yeah, I was just going to add to this, like, what if this necessarily isn't a bad thing? I know meddling owners aren't always the best, but maybe it's positive in this point where he doesn't want to see this team be taken over from a head coach point and stance by someone that's just going to be there, someone that's just going to get the Pistons an extra 5 or 6 wins, and that's it. Not a bridge coach to the next one that is going to elevate this team to a playoff type of status, something like that. Maybe he just wants that perfect fit, that perfect person, because as we know, reports came out that we didn't get the number 1 pick, so they stopped aggressively pursuing Monty Williams. Why does that have to end, though? Why does that have to stop? Why do we just have to give up and settle for one of these 3 guys that are just okay?
Yeah. Wait, did that come? They stopped pursuing Monty Williams?
It didn't say, but it said they would have aggressively pursued him if they got the number 1 overall pick.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
You want me to be honest with you guys?
Yes.
And it's probably go against what we're kind of talking about right now, but I kind of calling a lot of bullshit on these reports. And the same way like with Brad Holmes' camp, like...
Well, Shams reported it. I believe his sources.
That's okay. I'm going to call bullshit still. I don't care if it's Shams. Just looking at this camp, obviously Kate Cunningham, you know they're taking Kate Cunningham. But outside of that situation, when have we ever known what was up the sleeve of a Troy Weaver? It was similar to Brad Holmes. And, in their time here, when they ever exposed or like any moves they've made, I can't name a single one that's ever been leaked. Ever. The only one that ever happened was probably the thing with Marvin Bagley. Yeah. That was like being floated around. But like, that was also like who wouldn't? Why wouldn't you? So I don't know that there are, even the sources in the initial article we're speaking about is like, so it appears. Sources say it appears. Like that's not like a ballot. Like this is going on. This this is what it is. And I'm kind of with JB too. Like I'm not necessarily looking at this as a bad thing. Again, Lee was the number 1 candidate. A lot of people liked in Detroit. Has like the clearest pathway to step in to become the head coach of the Tampa Bay Bucks. Jesus, the Milwaukee Bucks. And the Bucks are kind of also like, hey,
the Bucks are aggressively pursuing Monty Williams.
Yeah, so it's like if he was a guy worthy of like, damn, impressive ass interview, head coach. Yeah, it would have happened already. He's been within that organization. They're familiar with him. Mm-hmm. And again, this could be them stepping away from that style. But I'm not even saying that these 3 guys are out of it either. I don't know if there's enough information to be reported on this organization. I don't think there ever has been with the new regime. That's how I feel. Am I tripping on that? Like, has there been like sources leaked and shit actually going down with the Detroit Pistons?
I mean, I believe Shams reports. I believe he has sources. I believe he knows people and he hears things. I don't think he's just going to say something just to say it.
But if he's told something by somebody he likes, yeah, but that doesn't mean it's true.
So you just don't trust anybody?
Well, no, it's not don't trust anybody thing. But again, given this small sample size we have this regime, none of that shit's been leaked. It's not a trait of this regime at all.
They've also never been in a head coaching search before.
But there's also been plenty of trade rumors, trade deadlines, off season. Like there's plenty of situations where stuff would leak, and that's the easy, juicy stuff to leak because you're openly having conversations with agents, you're openly having conversations with players, recruiting them, trying to get them here. None of that shit's leaked. I think that I don't know. I'm not all bought in on what's being reported on the team just quite yet. I'm gonna wait. I'm wait. But if that is true. Because that's almost like that's idiotic. If you not aggressively pursue Monty Williams.
Just because you didn't get Wemby.
Yeah, that makes zero fucking sense. Yeah. I mean, can we be honest with that? Like, where's the logic in that?
Mm-hmm. The only logic would be like, you just don't think you have a chance. Yeah. You just don't think you have a chance. But it's like
there's an existing relationship between he and Troy.
Exactly. So
I think the report would then be like, Monty's not interested.
Yeah.
Not we're not as interested. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We're taking the foot off the pedal a little bit on that one. We really want you, but we're also just going to chill for a minute.
Like when J. Cole wasn't interested in signing with the Pistons. Remember that report? That was ridiculous.
That'd been crazy.
That would have been so tough.
You don't remember that?
I remember that.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was insane.
Maybe Troy should be fired. No, I'm just kidding.
If he would have signed J. Cole, he should have been.
I don't know. I put the phone number in the Woodward Sports chat, too, if you guys want to call in, 313-552-6322. I'm curious where everybody else is at. Mark also made a great point, too, earlier, to the point, there's Mark Walston in the Woodward Sports chat. The Detroit Pistons, or the Pistons organization, is coming off of the situation with the GM from the G League team I can't think of.
Yes.
So there's that as well. It could have been one of Troy's guys. And maybe Tom wants to be, like, for sure what the fuck's going on. I mean, this is his fucking boat.
If he doesn't trust him to that point, then rip the Band-Aid off and get it over with. If you don't trust the guy you have under you appointed to run your franchise, he shouldn't be doing it.
Well, what if you trust him in the basketball realm,
What is it?
But
hiring a head coach is not in the basketball realm? I think that's
no. I'm saying you trust him. You trust him in the basketball realm, but in the human being realm. You know what I'm saying? Like I also want to make sure we're not hiring a complete piece of shit.
I don't think he's going to hire a complete piece of shit.
I don't know, but maybe that's where Tom's.
I don't think that all 3 finalists were piece of shit people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of where you kind of lose me. Like, if you're just if you're assuming that all 3 of them in the finals, like, if he's unimpressed with all 3 of them, then.
But I'm not saying that. But I'm saying maybe Tom wants to make sure. Like, Tom wants to fucking be sure on these types of things. After the whole situation there that happened with the fucking, what is the fucking team? I can't think of it.
Grand Rapids Drive.
Thank you. After the situation go down with them. I don't know, I'm thinking out loud. Yeah. And I don't think that's like out of the realm of reality. But it doesn't mean it either. But I'm throwing shit out there. Mark put that out there. And I was like, that could be a good point too.
Does everything happening now lose your faith in the Pistons like off season? Because I think we were all very, very excited.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that combined with the losing the 5th pick.
Yeah, 5th pick kind of killed the offseason hype a little bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cam Whitmore brought it back up. Now the coaching staff's bringing it back down. At least for me.
Roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
Roller coaster of emotions.
Same for you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. JB Schmoo.
I mean, this is definitely a downer note, but you just have to look a little bit further into these draft prospects that you have right now and actually find some pretty good gems out there. I know we were talking about Cam Whitmore yesterday. Jeff Iafredi on the morning show brought up Taylor Hendricks from UCF. So that's another prospect right there as well, too.
Somebody else was telling me about him last night, too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. But, is he being looked at as a number 5 overall pick?
No, he would be kind of a little bit lower, 31. But he's somebody that is definitely within the possibility of top 5.
Yeah, he's going to be a lottery pick. He's not going to be pick 31.
Yeah. I just don't know if he's going to be a top 5 pick. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, people feel the same way about Anthony Black. Like this draft, really after 4, it seems like, which I still feel like 4 is up for play, but it seems like after 4, it gets very 5 through 11 can be changed several different ways. Yeah. Like we seen yesterday, we seen Cam Whitmore going 9 to Indiana, I believe it was. So it's like, but we're talking about him. We love him at 5, and we hope he's not taken at 4. So. This draft is kind of a crapshoot after the top 3.
Jake Ellis says, at least we have the Lions. Never thought I'd say that.
It's true. It's fucking insane.
It's true. At least the Lions are in there. And the Red Wings are on the way. And we're going to talk about the Lions for sure. We got a lot to talk about the Lions. But first, I got to tell you guys about Guardian Alarm. Because Guardian Alarm offers you customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night, and know a Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology that's been proven to work and people who have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800.
Stay out.
That's 1-800.
Stay out.
Right now, and let them know Woodward Sports sent you. We'll be right back with some Lions talk.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Kroger's, and if you want to know how, go to @CentronWorld.com. You get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live on Woodsports.com. I'm your boy Eazy. That's my guy, Spin Mo Rax.
What up, though?
Young Chris in the TV booth, JB Smooth and 1 to 2. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. 5-star review on all podcast platforms. That mean the fucking. Without further ado, time for the Detroit Lions segment of today's show. One of many.
One of many.
I'm gonna let you introduce this one, Spinny.
Yeah, so a lot was said about the Lions draft class, about reaches, about different things like that, and how they shouldn't have drafted people here. They would have been available there. But one thing is made certain is that the Lions got the guys they wanted. The Lions got guys they believe in and the players that they targeted. Because we've all seen the videos of Brad Holmes pounding the table, getting hype, hugging people, even after the picks this year. You know, the infamous one was with Penei Sewell. But we saw him do the same thing in the war room for a guy like Jahmyr Gibbs and a guy like Jack Campbell. And Albert Breer of Sports Illustrated expound on this. He said, well, we've got another piece of context for you. As an addendum to our lead on the Detroit Lions having the NFL opener, it turns out Detroit had only 14 players with first-round grades in the entire draft class. Gibbs, Campbell, and Laporta were 3 of them. A 4th was Alabama defensive back Brian Branch, and the Lions used a 5th-round pick to move up to from 48 to 45 to get him. So out of 14 first-round grades that the Detroit Lions had in their books, they got 4 of them, being Jahmyr Gibbs, Jack Campbell, Sam Laporta, and Brian Branch. So if you're looking at it from that aspect, if you're looking at it from the Detroit Lions draft board, this is one of the best drafts of all time. You got 4 out of 14 guys you think deserve to go in the first round. And I don't know about you guys, but I have faith in the player and talent evaluation of Brad Holmes. And he knows a lot more about football than I do. He knows a lot more about football than any of you do. And if he says that there were 14 guys in this draft that he would have taken in the first round, and he got 4 of them, I'd say that's a win.
That's nasty. That is nasty. Mm-hmm. Like what? I'm very, there's no way that it's... No way it's across the board that like those 4 guys are like first round grades, because obviously 2 of them wouldn't have been there. But what the fuck? Mm-hmm. Like, come on, that's nasty.
It is
bro.
Nasty.
I mean, listen, I've been pretty vocal about it. I don't want to put too many expectations on Sam Laporta's rookie year, but that don't mean he's not going to be something special. That don't mean he's going to contribute to big time wins or big time situations. You saw Brock Wright make a damn play for this team. I'm damn sure Sam Laporta can.
Yes.
And that's a straight up X and O situation, like you said.
Scheme.
Been cooking with a little bit better ingredients.
Yeah. You don't got to scheme Sam Laporta open.
Yeah.
Or you don't have to scheme a big play into Sam Laporta. That's what he's going to do. He's going to make people miss. Because we've seen him do that. We've seen him have the ability to do that.
Yeah.
Not go down after the first hit. Go out there. And that is in a god-awful offense at Iowa. So when a fantastic offensive coordinator like Ben Johnson gets his hand on a talent like that, it's just going to make it better.
And say what you want about the Brian Branch, the knocks on him, the athletic traits. Mm-hmm. I get it. I totally understand, because I've gone through, I did a little bit of homework to try and see like who relates to those numbers. And there's no one. Not to my knowledge. Not that I found yet.
Yeah.
But he's still on tape. Damn good. And you got the fact that, again, Nick Saban's been notorious for his defense. And also just fucking having like all around 5-star recruits.
An ungodly amount of NFL draft picks.
But for him to have start, like being one of the only freshmen to start on a Nick Saban defense and be like the leader and captain of that whole situation. Granted, probably one of the weaker versions of Nick Saban's defense that we've seen in recent years. So maybe that's part to do with that. But still executed and performed in it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
he shined it. Did more than perform.
And then you got the situation too where like you got Brad Holmes with the multiple picks he has made. I'm talking about Lee McNeil, Aiden Hutchinson, James Houston, now Jack Campbell. You have the signing of Cam Sutton. You have the signing of Emmanuel Mosley that may become a long-term situation. If not, Jerry Jacobs has been fucking fueling up all offseason. Mm-hmm. All these graphics from our department to PFS department to last night, I believe it's the 33rd team, or somebody posted another one of like the Detroit Lions starting defense based off college.
Jerry Jacobs not on there.
Not on there.
Yeah.
And he was just felt disrespected. But you got those pieces surrounded by a smart playmaker like Brian Branch, who kind of is in that role, like a CJ DJ, where he's kind of free to roam.
Yeah.
Fucking go out there and play make. And maybe you don't need him to be extremely athletic to go out there and play make when you have other pieces solidified everywhere else. Like that's fucking nasty. And we made this point too, I think in a tweet even. Arguably, I don't know, based on the Detroit Lions board, obviously we know Jahmyr Gibbs was a first round pick, clearly taking a number 12.
Yeah.
possibly above Bijan. And if that's the case, I'm sure the Detroit Lions weren't the only one to come up with that. So you arguably
They said they would have been comfortable taking him at 6.
Yeah. So you arguably got your number one running back,
Mm-hmm.
the number one running back in your perspective in the draft class. Obviously, you got the number one linebacker, the number one linebacker in the draft class, point blank period. Arguably the number one safety in the draft class.
Yep. Definitely the number one safety in the draft class.
And maybe this one a little less up for debate, but I'll say it's still up for debate. The number one tight end?
Possibly. I mean, they took him over the guy who was suggested to be the number one
Right.
tight end in Michael Mayer. Dalton Kincaid went before him. But
So yeah, I mean, there was only
hairs.
one guy
Yeah.
go ahead of him.
Mm-hmm.
So, bam, make the argument there. Like, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, you got your fucking possible quarterback of the future in Hendon Hooker.
Yeah.
In a redshirt season. While you're still competing for a championship.
Who was the Heisman
this year.
favorite until he got injured.
Yeah. This can end up being one of the best. It's crazy to be saying this.
Every year.
Yeah.
You say it every year after
Right?
Brad Holmes.
He just keeps on doing it. I mean, we got to see this one play out, obviously.
For sure.
But the way it's looking right now,
On
based
paper.
off that report, god damn, Smitty.
Yeah. It's just like, you guys like what fucking Brad Holmes is cooking? You like? Yeah,
You like that?
Tastes pretty good. You like that? You like what he's built this team to be so far. You like how much he has identified talent, identified players, brought them in here, and they've had success. Well, then you should love this fucking draft class. And I'll be the first one to admit I wasn't happy with a couple of these picks. I don't think a lot of people were. Obviously, I was a Jalen Carter guy. I wanted Jalen Carter, but I believe in Brad Holmes more than I believe in myself when it comes to evaluating talent and evaluating prospects. So for him to come forward and put this out there, or for this to be put out there that there were 14 dudes in this draft that he would have felt comfortable taking in the first round, and they got 4 of them, that should bring you nothing but pure joy. Because that means on top of this fantastic team, I wouldn't say fantastic, off of this very good team that he's already built, he got 4 of the best guys in this draft in his own mind.
I'm a savage. Whatever I want to
Whatever he wants, he's going to get. Shout out Diddy. Like, it's meant, and it makes me happy. It makes me happy, and you could tell, like, you look at what they're building, even offensively, just like how much it resembles the San Francisco game plan or the San Francisco style offense with guys that will catch the ball and get yards after the catch. A Swiss Army knife, a Deebo Samuel / Jahmyr Gibbs, a guy that can do a lot of different things running, catching the ball. A tight end who is amazing after the catch and makes people miss. A George Kittle, that's what you expect Sam Laporta to be. Maybe not, you don't expect him to be George Kittle, but you expect him to be a guy that makes people miss and is great run after the catch. A great possession receiver in Amon-Ra St. Brown. A fantastic offensive line. And just spread the ball out, and people can't hone in on one person because you have so many different weapons on this field to go to. So I'm excited for it, man. It grows on you. It's like Ryan Ermanni said it. Like the second or the first week after, it's like a fine wine. Like the more you let this draft class age, the more you start to like it, the more you start to buy in, and
This shit
it's
just
true.
keep getting better.
For real.
And the fucking ultimate test when they finally hit the field too.
Yeah.
Maybe Tom Gore's just waiting to run by those candidates by Brad Holmes.
Yeah.
And see what Brad Holmes thinks.
Hey
of the
Brad,
fellas.
how you feeling about these candidates?
Yeah.
He has Brad and Stevie walk in the room. Troy's like, man, what the fuck? No, but you like what you're seeing. You like what you're seeing, and I liked the fact what Broder said about the new defensive line coach,
John
Scott Smith, I believe, from John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith.
Yeah.
From Penn State.
Yeah.
He's expected to come in here and help these defensive linemen get better, help these interior, especially the interior guys.
Yeah.
So that's why they might not have invested as much into the interior defensive line, but they got guys they liked, they brought back guys they liked, and they had good UDFAs, is because he expects the new defensive line coach to mold them into great players.
Well, that and the offseason isn't over. You know, I don't know how much I expect for him to be ahead of a guy that's been in the league for a long time, and I can't think of his name, but our former defensive line coach.
Todd Walsh.
Yeah, he's been a phenomenal coach in the NFL. His resume's fucking beautiful. He's part of the fucking Saxonville defense too.
Yeah.
You know, so I want to discredit him. But maybe John is that. But also, offseason ain't over. My guy Dominic Sue still out there floating around. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Ndamukong Suh said himself, he's like, I'm in no hurry to sign. I don't want to participate in camp.
He said, I'll be ready week 1. That's what he said. But that's how he's always been.
Yeah.
Remember when he was here? He always missed the fucking mini camps. People were like, oh, he missed the mini camps.
And he's earned that. He's a gun for hire right now.
Yeah, like, I'm so straight with that. And then I think it was the NFL Network or NBC Sports, but he was on there as like a guest host, and they're talking about the opening game of the season against Kansas City Chiefs. And they asked Ndamukong Suh, like, what do you think they need to do to beat this Kansas City team? He's like, they need to start defensive line. And I was like, maybe just put a flyer out there.
Put a flyer out there. See what you're doing.
I can help you with defensive line. Yeah. You still up? You wake? There was a comment in the Woodward Sports chat, and it kind of goes back to a little bit what I was saying yesterday. I'm a little bit of concern about the Detroit Lions offense, but to all the 4 pieces we're talking about, and Sam Laporta and Gibbs being the offensive pieces of it, depending on where you look at Swift as, obviously Gibbs probably seen more as a little bit more of a receiver too.
Yeah.
There's more layers to the offense that was already ranked like top 4. So say they are able to replace that charcoal, that you still have that offensive system intact, and you're just adding layers with Gibbs.
You still have
another layer with Laporta.
You still have the most important parts of that offense.
Yeah.
The offensive line, Jared Goff, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Those are the 3 most important factors of the offense last year.
Yeah.
And you could say Jamal Williams, but no, it was the offensive line. It was not Jamal Williams.
Yeah. Did you see PFF? Oh, you know what? I got something to come back. Speaking of off-season acquisitions, there's a little bit of an audible. I saw it just before I walked in.
Okay.
Former first-round pick linked to the Detroit Lions per NBC Sports.
Okay. I like that.
Pro Football Talk.
Let me tell you guys about Big Boy before we get into that. Because Strawberry Fest is back at Big Boy. Try the classic breakfast items like some strawberry hotcakes or mouth-watering red velvet waffle. If you're not feeling breakfast, try the strawberry bacon chicken wrap or cool off with the refreshing summer splash salad. And don't forget to grab dessert, including the very delicious classic strawberry pie, deep-fried vanilla Oreos, or hot fudge strawberry cake, and more at Big Boy.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle. They were talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper, tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
What up, though? Welcome back to WoodwardSports.com. Your boy Eazy, yes, my guy Spin Mo Rex.
What up,
we
though?
are the Woodward Heavyweights. Young Chris in the TD booth. JB Smooth, the 1s and 2s. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. All that good stuff. 5-star reviews and podcast platforms is very, 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 very appreciated, especially by the small guys in the network like us. But going on to bigger guys. Former number 1 overall pick. At times in free agency, maybe undeserved, highly coveted. Jadeveon Clowney, linked to the Detroit Lions as a best fit for the organization, according to Pro Football Talk. Spin Mo Rex. You like spending money. You say, I hate paying people. Is that a guy you throw some money at?
Not a lot of money. Not very much money. I'll tell you that. It's obviously Jadeveon Clowney. He was the ultimate hype train. He has had a pretty good career. He's been a 3-time Pro Bowler. He made the All-Pro second team. Like, it's not like he's been a complete bust or anything. It's just he hasn't been able to stay on the field as much as you'd like, especially in the most recent years. And last year, he started 10 games, only had 2 sacks. But the year before that, in Cleveland, he started 14. He had 9 sacks. So if you want to throw this guy a little bit of money to bring him in to be some more insurance on the edge, I'd be okay with it. But I'm not paying him any type of crazy contract. I don't think he's somebody you can invest in like that confidently because of his injury history.
Yeah, and I know there's been some concerns, because I'll read you what the Pro Football Talks had to say. as far as the fit goes. It says the Lions passed on first-round defensive end prospects in the draft in favor of running back Jahmyr Gibbs and off-ball linebacker Jack Campbell. Surprisingly, Detroit then didn't add an edge defender over the course of the entire draft, which I hate when people say that. It feels like you just haven't been paying attention to Detroit Lions. Did you not see what James Houston did last year? I mean, dudes are literally breaking NFL records.
Yeah.
Not the Lions records, NFL records. Moving on. Thus, the Lions are now poised to run a rotation opposite Aiden Hutchinson, who put up 9.5 sacks his rookie year. Romeo Corral, Charles Harris, John Kaminsky, and 2022 second-rounder Josh Pascal, all candidates to see more time in the starting lineup alongside last year's number 2 overall pick. They're Pro Football Talk. One of the leading guys there. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know his name off the top of my head.
I don't know his name.
Mike Florio. His name. I forgot it. Remembered it then. Big Vikings fan.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you meant it in a disrespectful way to the Detroit Lions, you play us twice a year.
Yeah.
How are you just dismissing James Houston like that?
He didn't even put him on the list?
I mean, they're talking about like just a fits for Jadeveon Clowney, and Detroit's in there. But like as I'm reading, and they're talking about like, yeah, the fucking number 2 starting spots is completely open. What? A guy has only played 33% of the snaps in the games he's played, which is only been like what, 7 or 8?
Yeah.
Had what, 8 sacks, 7 sacks?
7 sacks.
What the fuck? What is going on here? Anyway, sorry. Oh hell no, this shit just got way more disrespectful.
What?
Clowney likely offers a higher floor than any other Lions' current options. Is that in reference to like the people opposite of Aiden Hutchinson?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
But then again, you just totally dismissed James Houston. I'm really lost on that one. He'd also be a valuable run defender for a unit ranked 27th in efficiency and 28th in success rate against opposing rushing attacks in 2022. But would Clowney mesh with Dan Campbell's vision for Detroit? I don't think he meshes with the vision of Detroit. I've never, as much as Jadeveon Clowney's existed in the NFL, as a prospect, even leading into the NFL after that fucking amazing hit on that Michigan running back.
Vincent Smith took his head off.
That's kind of been it.
That was crazy. That was one of the best hits I've ever seen live.
It's been like the athletic freak traits about him. It hasn't been like the workmanship of like a Aiden Hutchinson or like a, I was gonna say Bosa. I'm just gonna stop because the list gets a little lot.
Yeah.
a lot. Hard working. Yeah. But he's never resonated with that narrative at all.
Yeah.
So no other fit. And also, like, why the fuck are we not talking about James Houston? How do you have a list of guys opposite Aiden Hutchinson, and not a single one of them you named in the article was James Houston, the guy who had the most? I think he had more sacks than all those guys combined. I mean, obviously Charles Harris didn't record a single one. He got hurt early on. Romeo Corral didn't come back, had a 2 sack. I think John Kaminsky has like 4, maybe 3.
Yeah.
Houston is more than all those guys combined. Even my guy Pascal. I don't know. I figured I'd throw that out there. See what the people in the Woodward Sports chat think about the Jadeveon Clowney. JB, I know you're a long-time football fan. What do you think about Jadeveon Clowney to Detroit?
I mean, I don't hate it. I believe it was Jadeveon Clowney and also Leonard Floyd as well, too. The 2 people that they were talking about to move to Detroit. I mean, if they want to come here and they feel that Detroit is on the rise and they can help, then yeah, I don't have a problem with it. But Brad Holmes has to go out there and just be like, hey, I'll give you a 1-year prove-it deal. You show us what you got and showed us that you're committed to Detroit and the play out there on the field reflects it, then yeah, we can come back to the table and talk about a bigger long-term deal. But keep in mind, both of these guys are in their 30s and on a slight downhill of their career as of right now. So it's like you don't want to give too much cash to these guys, but enough to show them that, hey, you're still valued, but we need you to prove what you have left in the tank.
Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't really make sense to me. I don't think defensive end is a need. I don't know why everybody keeps having it as a need. Like, you have Aiden, you have James Houston, you have both Okwaras, you have Charles Harris, you have Josh Pascal who can play out there if needed. Like, I don't understand why it's such a pressing matter for all of these publications that the Lions add another pass rusher. I understand wanting to have more pass rushers. You can never have enough, but I feel like they have a good stable of pass rushers right now.
MX9, the Woodward Sports Chat, isn't Frank Clark still on the market? That's another name, too.
That would cost a lot more money than Jadeveon Clowney.
You think so?
Yes.
It'd be pretty equal. Well, I mean, we'll see. But even then, I don't know if it's a position to be addressed. I'd be down for some Frank Clark, though.
Oh, yeah.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
All day. A little playoff experience.
A lot of playoff experience.
Super Bowl ring, you'd be fucking wearing that locker room.
2 Super Bowl rings.
You know how 2 Super Bowl rings. You're 100% right.
Yeah.
You know how I got these boys? Fucking whooping ass.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Dominic Sue. Maybe he calls in there at that point. I'm getting a little overboard. But those are the names I'm interested in. Javen Clowney.
Doesn't really move the needle for you.
Much.
Yeah, it doesn't really move the needle for me either. I feel like they just throw darts at a board for some of this shit sometimes.
I truly don't understand why you just completely dismiss the season that we saw from James Houston. It's not even like, for example, Aiden Hutchinson's first 3 sacks. First sack came in a game where he had fucking 3 of them things.
Yeah.
Right? Fucking, that's on paper, it looks fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
But when you watch it on the tape,
A couple of them were right place, right time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? With James Houston, that's not what's going on.
No.
This guy used a fucking hezzy.
Yeah.
This guy
That was gnarly.
beat a tackle by like...
Yeah.
like that shit's nasty, bro. And to be honest with you, and maybe I have recency bias to the James Houston situation, but have you seen that? Can you think of I don't know if I've ever even seen that shit. Fucking Mario Jones, like, bro, what the fuck? He's doing insane shit to completely dismiss that, to have the numbers along with it. What are we fucking doing? Like. I'm here to focus on all Detroit sports, and mainly, obviously, Detroit Lions consume most of that. They're the biggest market share of sports fans that stay in Detroit.
By far.
By far. It's a football town.
Yes.
But I'm still aware of, like if there's another player on another team that had fucking 8 sacks, I'd know the fuck it is.
Especially if they're in your division.
Yeah, especially in your division. Come on, bro. What are you going to say, Chris?
I don't know. He could have Mark Jackson did with the Nikola Jokic MVP ballot. He could have just forgot.
That's crazy.
He forgot. That was crazy.
Wait, what happened?
Mark Jackson forgot
Jackson
about Jokic.
did not put Jokic on his MVP ballot. When they asked somebody, he's like, "Yep, that's my bad. Totally forgot about him."
Damn. I've done that, I guess.
Not voting for an MVP.
Like, you ever do the top 10 and then you're like, oh, fuck, I forgot about this team.
Yeah. But
I'm saying like that type of shit. But you're voting MVP.
And he's the top 2 option.
Yeah.
Yeah, so did they say who his votes were?
I don't remember offhand. I believe it was Embiid, Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, SGA, and I think that's 4. I'm forgetting who his 5th was, because you vote 5 MVPs.
Yeah.
So I'm blanking on who the 5th was, but yeah, just
was it Jokic?
Yeah, was it Jokic?
Oops, sorry, buddy.
My
what
bad.
the fuck, man?
I
You
do
want to
like-
be a head coach again?
I do like that voters though are now their names are on these ballots, so that way if they do some stupid stuff,
Yeah.
like
old dude that voted for Herb Jones over Kate Cunningham.
God, dude, that shit. That shit. And then you guys know, we did it here together. Got mad about that because I was like, okay, there's some consistency this year. It's like rookie of the year voting again.
Yeah.
When we got to the all NBA team, and Josh is left off.
Yeah.
Which there's some pushback by other people now defending Ja a little bit. You seen that?
No.
I think it was JJ. JJ was like, why are we executing a man who did nothing illegal? Blah, 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 blah. What?
You're held to a higher standard when you're the face of the franchise making hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
It's not just about not doing anything legal. It's about not being a bad influence for a lot of younger viewers.
Exactly. His argument was you have a right to carry and blah 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 and all that stuff, and it's like, yeah, that's true, you do, but
Not
you
brandish
also
a
as a
firearm.
public figure do not need to brand it, especially when it's banging to some I
Some
forget
young
what
boy.
it was.
NBA
some
dumb
young
boy.
and it's like, okay, come on, you know the image. That's not you're not pulling that out right now for safety.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an illegal act. Brandishing a firearm is
Oh, I thought you were gonna say listening to Young Boy is an illegal act.
No, I've never even given that guy a chance.
He's pretty good.
He's not bad.
I don't know if you felt that way until recently.
Yeah.
Because your boot ain't level.
He's got some good stuff.
The craziest thing about him is that he goes platinum with every album, and yet I've never met an NBA YoungBoy fan. I met one NBA YoungBoy fan in my entire life, just one. But yet every time he releases every 3 weeks and it goes platinum. It's insane.
I don't know what's his biggest song.
I couldn't even tell you. How about that? That's how many
Wow.
songs he releases an album
He's got
every
a
3
ton of
weeks.
songs.
But he don't have hits. None of is there a fucking bopper? You know what I'm saying? There's none of them.
I can send you a playlist.
Yeah.
Wow.
But he sells like crazy.
Yeah.
He literally sells just as much as Drake.
No.
It's insane. Like literally, because he drops every 3 weeks. He'll drop a 20-song album.
He's dropping every 3 weeks. Okay.
And his million fans will run it up like crazy, and they never get sick of it. It's the wildest thing.
That's how. I'm not even going there. I'm definitely canceled the city in that one. Well, I'll talk to you guys about it during the break.
Yeah.
That's how I felt about Future though. I'll say that. When Future was just, I felt like he was like, I almost could tell it was like rushing out music every fucking 2 months, 3 months.
Nah.
Yes. Absolutely.
With what stretch?
With what stretch?
Yeah. What stretch of albums?
I mean, I couldn't even tell you the names of them, but I could tell you like at least mixtapes when we started with March Madness.
Yeah.
And he was just fucking like just dropping music.
I don't know. Sounds like hate. But let me tell you guys about SMA, or the Sports Marketing Agency. If you're filled with hate like Eazy, you might need somebody to talk to, because the Sports Marketing Agency helps spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the S Word, helps fight the stigma about seeking help. So if you or someone you know is struggling, head to thesportsma.com and get the help you deserve.
Saturdays at 1 p.m. Make sure you're watching WoodwardSports.com for our new show, Chompin' Puck.
He shoots! He scores!
With four-time Stanley Cup champion Darren McCarty and Michael Gentry, Chompin' Puck is taking the Detroit hockey community and giving them a voice. Pros to Joes. You'll get the best Detroit hockey coverage around. Chompin' Puck. Saturdays 1 p.m. on WoodwardSports.com.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically enter for your chance to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice, courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. That's right, 2 cars, one for you, one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime, sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play, and before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Let one of our talented, award-winning stylists make you look handsome and clean. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Get a shot up. This is for the win.
All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. Make sure you like and share the stream. If you're listening on the audio platform, leave a 5-star review. For the men on my left, the one and only Speak Easy, Chris Platty in the TD booth, JB Smooth on the ones and twos. I am Spencer Raxter. We just got done talking about a little bit about maybe some free agents that other people think the Lions should bring in that we don't really agree with. But we talked about this a little bit yesterday about the Detroit Lions offense. What's going to happen? How are they going to be better than they were last year? And the 33rd team, you know, their publication, Amon-Ra St. Brown and his brother do a podcast with them. It's mainly comprised out of former players and former coaches from the NFL. And a former NFL coach had this list of the NFL potential offenses next season. Chris, can you throw that up there for me? He has, this is from Mike Martz, former NFL head coach, 49ers number 1, Chiefs number 2, Detroit Lions number 3, Philadelphia Eagles 4, and Bills 5. Easy, how do you feel about this? He's got the Lions ahead of the Eagles and the Bills at number 3 offense projected for next season.
Chris, can I say that one thing real quick?
Sure.
So I gotta be honest, like the Chiefs, not a lot of work with. Like,
yeah, but they got Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce.
I just can't give them automatically the number 2.
Brock Purdy, baby, number 1.
The one I'm surprised about, maybe even 2, but I'll say the one for sure. The Eagles? They just got DeAndre Swift, too. And behind the Detroit Lions? I mean, I know I love me some Ben Johnson. Yeah. I know Mike Martz loves some Ben Johnson,
too.
They
lost their offensive coordinator.
They did lose their offensive coordinator. I'm also thinking about the Ravens that are missing out of there. I mean, they got their quarterback back. They got him a weapon.
They got 2 weapons.
They lost their offensive coordinator too. So it's weird. Like one team loses offensive coordinator, they drop out completely. Maybe that's what he's that much bias of a offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
That when an offensive coordinator, this new guy in, he's like, I wait to see him, which is fair.
Corey Berry says Mike Martz loves Jahmyr Gibbs. A lot of people love Jahmyr Gibbs.
Does he? I gotta see if there's any
Louis Riddick loves Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah.
He called him superstar.
I gotta look up that one Louis Riddick piece.
Yeah.
I want to see if he was talking like that before the draft. Because maybe they just haven't been playing him as much, but I don't remember anybody being like that on Jahmyr Gibbs. Do you?
I like Jahmyr Gibbs. I don't like. I said the same.
No, I like him, but superstar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you were saying that
he's
before
got
the draft.
he's got a lot of abilities that you could see him being a potent star in the NFL with what he can do with his speed, his pass catching ability, and he can run between the tackles, his decisiveness, explosiveness. It's impressive. But then we also have another report from Bleacher Report ranking the offenses for next year. Chris, can you throw that up for me, please? This one has the Detroit Lions at number 7. It's got Kansas City at 1, Buffalo at 2, Eagles at 3, then Bengals, Cowboys, Niners, and then there are the Detroit Lions sitting at number 7 ahead of the Los Angeles Chargers. Is that more your speed? Are you more? Which one of these?
Maybe I'm not
gun to your head.
Bit.
Which one of these gun to your head you had to say is going to happen? 7 or 3? What is more likely?
7.
7's more likely.
If I'm being safe.
Soft.
7.
We don't draft scared.
Were the 49ers that explosive last year? I feel like their defense was like...
I mean, when they got Christian McCaffrey, their offense turned up.
Yeah.
And they have, like I said, the best
and
left
defense
tackle.
counts to get you fucking second opportunities to score the ball. That kind of helps too.
You're getting a lot of short fields. You got the best left tackle in the NFL. You got the best running back in the NFL. You've got one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Like, 2 fantastic receivers. It's a pretty scary offense. Especially with Kyle Shanahan back there pulling the strings.
Yeah. Yeah, you really stepped up this past year. And obviously Debo's been Debo. But, I mean, Kyle Shanahan's been him. Yeah, probably 7. You're going 3?
I'd say...
Come on.
I think they're going to be top 5, so
7.
I'd say 3.
It's right in between. It's between both.
Yeah.
2 away from each.
So I'm going more positive.
So say 3.
I did. I just did.
5. All right. We gonna see.
I
mean, look, I'm not counting it out, but you know how I feel.
Yeah, you got a boner for DJ Chark.
No, it's not even DJ Chark. It's, that guy.
Yeah. Say his name easy.
John Jacob Jingle Irish Schmidt. Jared
Jacob Jingle Irish Schmidt.
Jared Jacob Jingle Irish Schmidt. I'll put you this way. I wouldn't be surprised if they're top 3. But if I'm gun to my head, like you're threatening my fucking life, like give me 7, bro. What the fuck? Gun to my head. Chris,
I hate that
gun to you.
analogy.
I know. What the fuck?
I hate that analogy. Who's running up to Eazy? Where are the Lions gonna be on offense this year? Like
shit, you never know these days.
Yeah, bro. Shit can happen
fucking wild.
Regardless. I'm gonna do it.
Maybe that's why John's got it on him.
What'd you say?
I said maybe that's why John's got it on him.
Yeah,
but,
that's true.
Yeah.
How many points are you gonna average next year?
yeah. He's just mad curious. Who's gonna stop me in the West? Oh man.
I think it's definitely. I think it's definitely in the middle, like 4 or 5 to me. So I'll go 3 as well because 4 or 5 definitely seem obtainable. But there will be some learning curves with the younger guys on this team and the new pieces being acclimated. But then again, you got another year of, and hopefully a much longer year of JMO. We'll see how that goes.
I mean,
forgot about that.
How many games did he play last year? 10?
Fucking yeah.
He's about to be the same this year.
Damn, it literally is the same.
Already off the bat. He's max he plays is 11.
Yeah.
I was getting so excited because I was like, man, last year was only like 6 or 8, but yeah, no, it's gonna be like not much more. But yeah, the rookie learning curve could knock it to 7, but I think by the end, it'll be a top 5 offense for sure. Much like the defense was upper tier at the end of the season. I think this offense is going to have that same kind of progression because of the youth being acclimated to it.
JB, we know you got him number 1 overall, so we don't got that. But where would you lean?
No, I said this yesterday. Like they were going to be top 5, and I said they had the potential to be top 3. So the 33rd team, just right on the money. There's some smart guys over there that see the Lions, and I see you too. Like I see you. Yeah, they see the Lions as a top 3 pick, and I have to agree with them. Like I don't think they're going to be 7, and God forbid, I don't even know why Dallas is up so high on that list either. To be honest with you, but still top 3.
Yeah, Pollard gone.
Pollard's hurt. Zeke's gone.
Yeah, but they drafted the one guy Vaughn or some shit like that.
Deuce Vaughn.
Really good. Yeah, Deuce Vaughn. I'm with you though, JB.
Top 3?
No, but
You gonna put some money on it?
no.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I put money on it.
Put some money on it right now. Sports book. Let's
What
go.
are we talking about? Heavyweight sports book. How much are we talking?
Oh, we can do like 20.
20. I'm down for 20 spot.
I got a lot of money on the Nuggets.
What's
I was drunk making bets.
last night?
Yeah, no, after game 1.
Oh.
I bet like 6 people.
I seen you. Yeah, you're drunk talking mad shit.
Yeah.
I saw that. What the fuck is I about to say?
I seen you bet my boy that they were gonna sweep him.
That's my boy. I knew him before you did.
No way.
Yeah. I went to kindergarten with him.
Who?
Kalo.
You went to kindergarten with Caleb?
Yeah.
That's my
He's
dog.
my best friend in kindergarten.
That's my dog.
Yeah.
That's your neighbor?
No.
Oh. It's weird because you said when you moved in with your dad that your best friend from kindergarten lived next door.
Yeah, I had a lot of best friends. I'm a nice guy.
You're a fucking whore.
No, but yeah, Kalo's my boy. Shout out Kalo.
Yeah.
Shout out. I was supposed to ask him about the offense with JB. I don't even remember now. Oh well.
Yeah. Like I said yesterday, man, they got some better ingredients in there, especially that run game. That run game is going to be a lot better than it was last year.
Fuck, that's so true.
A lot better.
David
Montgomery is such an upgrade over Jamal
dog.
Williams. And Jahmyr Gibbs, I think, is going to be special. So,
Yeah, people in the Woodward Sports chat saying Eazy backpedaling. Nah, did you guys not listen to yesterday's show?
yeah, backpedaling from what?
Yeah, it's fucking where I've been at the whole entire time. JB, we got somebody on the line?
Yeah, we got a couple callers here, so I will send you Chris first.
Chris, what up, though,
What
man?
up, Chris?
What up, though?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What up, man?
How you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling all right. I've been saying this for the last week or so. He may not be on the market. The Jets might not say yes, but don't you have to inquire about Quentin Williams?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
At least inquire.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got to do your due diligence and call over there and see, this is a game-changing player. This is a guy, like Mike Valenti said, it makes them a Super Bowl contender if you get that. And he does. He's a top 3, top 4, if you're being a nitpicker, top 4 defensive tackle in this NFL. And so, yeah, you got to – I would –
No question about it.
I'd trade a first, a third, and a player for him right now and pay him – $95 million, whatever he wants.
Yeah, we talked about this 2 weeks ago.
I might come off 2 first.
Yeah, I mean, if you really competing,
if you're gonna become if you're gonna become a Super Bowl contender for sure, that's like a no-brainer to me. I mean, that's where you want to be, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even see what's difficult about that, and the money's there, so that's not even an issue.
Yep.
And at some point, you got to start spending it, right?
Yes, sir. I feel that.
And you didn't draft Carter, and you knew what you needed, so I don't understand.
any question you had about Carter is already answered in Quentin Williams. So you know what he is.
Yep.
That's a bad
Right.
man jam.
Yep.
That's
no question.
Plain as day.
I just feel like there's no way the Jets give him up, man. The Jets are all in to win a Super Bowl
that's
this
wrong,
year. This year.
Yeah.
They're all in to win a Super Bowl. So
I would think they would sign him, but who knows?
That's true.
They might be asking for too much as far as they're concerned.
Yeah.
I appreciate you for calling in, Chris.
Yeah, thanks for calling in, Chris.
It's kind of like the Terry stuff. It's like,
all right, fellas.
We've been saying things, and we said it goes out the other way. We talked about Quentin Williams fucking 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But the Twitter shit happened, I guess, too. But yeah, but the reason why we kind of let die is like we don't see it really as a reality.
There's no way. Like, there's no way you make a trade for Aaron Rodgers, mortgage your future on him, and then let your best player leave. Like, he is their best player. Like, they're not just gonna let him walk like that.
Which, by the way, they have the cap to make it happen as well. It's just probably figuring out the rest of it. Aaron Rodgers' cap it's very, very small for them this year.
Yeah.
It's huge next year, but for this year, very, very small. So maybe he's fucking like teeter-totter.
I'll tell you what.
Figure it out.
Sauce Gardner is special. Don't get me wrong. Like, he's a great player.
Yeah.
Sauce Gardner would not look the same if Quentin Williams was not on that team.
I agree. And I you know, if I'm gonna do this, and I don't want to do it like that, but look at the quarterbacks that they played against.
Yeah.
In terms of Sauce, like let's be real.
I mean, I love Sauce.
A couple head scratches in there.
He's a dog, but every cornerback gets better when you have a guy getting pressure like Quentin Williams.
Yeah.
12 and a half sacks. Defensive tackle. Come on now.
It's insane. We still have more calls to get to when we get back from break, but before then, let me tell you guys about Randy Wise. What are you doing? Get down there now. It's your only chance to golf with guys like Spinmo, Rex. Everybody wants to party with us. Come golf with us. Do people drink, smoking on the golf course? No? Come do it. Braylon, D-Mac, Spinney. We're all about to be there. And the only way you can enter is by heading down to Randy Wise Auto today. Tell the heavyweights sent you. It's Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
By now you know me, Christina Gennari, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com, as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on woodwardsports.com. Make sure you go there for all the best articles and everything popping at Woodward Sports. Make sure you like and share the stream. And if you're listening on an audio platform like, I don't know, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, leave a 5-star review.
5-star.
So before we left, we were talking a little bit about Quinton Williams, but we do have some more callers on the line. So let's get to one of those. JB, who do we got?
All right, I will send you guys Terrell from FL.
Terrell from FL, the man, the myth, the legend.
Is it old Terrell? What up, though, Terrell?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Doing good, man. How you feeling?
Good? I'm fucking fantastic, man. We got a new Lions team. I got a new girl, got a new job, got a new apartment. Bro, life is good.
Shit.
Okay, Terrell.
2024 coming up, Terrell. I like to hear.
Got some brand new pussy on
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's up, man?
Oh, it's yummy, too. I just want to tell you guys before I get started that I'm waiting.
Oh, yeah? Prove it. Some pics.
Hey, JP got my phone number. Send me a text.
What's up, Terrell?
I'm way out in the country. I'm out in the country though, so if my call drops, that's why. But
okay.
I just wanted to call in and maybe make you feel a little better about the situation. You know, I'm in a good mood. I thought maybe we could just have a little conversation about the offense real quick, because I know how you feel about Jared and everything, and you are allowed. You're a grown ass adult. You're allowed to have your opinion. So what I was thinking was that if we take Jared out of the equation and let's just say for the sake of next year and where the offense is going to finish, that Jared stays right about at the level that he's at, because with everything that's going on with the offense, it's hard to see the offense falling back. So if you go through every other position group besides Jared and just leave out of the equation, our running backs room is way better than it was last year. David Montgomery is so much better than Jamal Williams. Like, he's on another level. We got Jahmyr Gibbs back there now backing him up, who's going to be the real DeAndre Swift and what we wanted him to be. Then when it comes to the wide receiver room, you know, we added Marvin. Him and, you know, DJ, that's about an even swap. But then we got J-Mo coming back, and he should be fully healthy. Then our tight ends are better. The offensive line is going to be better. We signed better guards. We have better depth. Panay is going to be another year in the bucket, bro. It's like every facet of the offense is going to be better. So, you know, the way that we finished last year, it's hard for me to believe that the offense is going to regress in every way. So if you truly believe that Jared's being carried by the rest of the offense and every other positional group is better than it was last year, we top 3 all day, baby. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I think Jared's going to have another fantastic year. The only thing for me is I think he'll throw a couple more interceptions. It's hard to expect 7 interceptions out of a guy in back-to-back seasons, but I think he's going to thrive in this offense. Again, he's got more playmakers around him with Sam Laporta and Jahmyr Gibbs, so they play to his strengths about, you know, catch and run guys that can do a lot after the catch. So I think this offense will be very good, very good next year.
I think the only other position group that's like up for debate is maybe the wide receiver room, obviously with the absence of DJ Chark, but you have not a full year because of fucking stupid shit, but Jameson Williams is going to play a lot more than 6 games this year, so you expect a lot more out of him. So I think you definitely have that argument. I'm with Spinney though. I think the big part of Jared Goff's success to me last year was the turnovers, the lack of turnovers, I should say, and kudos to him. That was phenomenal. I mean, I think he set I don't know if it's a franchise record or NFL record in terms of consecutive games without one. But going from the guy who's led the league since being drafted to that, complete character change. And if it happens again, Terrell, Spinney, I mean, anybody else listening, like, Brad's probably going to pay him. Jared's probably getting paid if he goes out there and performs.
Well, Oh, he will. We're going to run for a crazy amount of yards, bro. It's going to make Jared's life so much easier when they have to defend Montgomery and Gibbs versus just Jamal Williams, who really couldn't break a tackle, didn't have the speed or nothing like that. I think Montgomery is way better than Jamal, so that's just going to make Jared's life easier at the end of the day. I think he'll probably throw a few more touchdowns, maybe a few more picks, but he should be more efficient. You know what I mean? His play-action passing is going to be so much easier even than it was last year, man. I can't wait, bro. I'm just geeked.
I agree.
I can't wait to see it.
Terrell, I appreciate you calling in. Don't forget to send JB nudes.
Yes, sir. Just send me a text. I got y'all.
I see you,
Have
brother.
a good day, fellas.
You too,
Have a good
man.
day, Terrell.
Yep.
No, I mean that's what we kind of hinted to yesterday. You know, all better ingredients, better pizza,
Papa John's.
better bitches.
My whip better, my fit better,
my watch better.
Yeah.
Well, who else we got, JB?
We got one more. I will send you guys Scott.
Scott.
How's it going, gentlemen? How's it going?
What up, though, Scott?
Rip.
The third heavyweight in the building. How's it going?
Let's go.
How you feeling, Scott? What do you got to say, man?
Not much. Man, not too much. I'm just out here and stuck in the middle of boonies at work. So, I mean, shit happens. I'm feeling pretty damn good about the offense, honestly. I agree right with Terrell from FM. I mean, we've got a lot more depth than what we had last year, and we got rid of the virus. DeAndre Swift, I'm all for it.
Oh, I don't think he's a virus now, Scott. That might be a little harsh.
Come on. I mean,
come on, man. Come on. He wasn't even that great coming out of Georgia. He only had 900, 20, 30 rushing yards?
Well, he had Nick Chubb that he's splitting carries with, so that makes it a little harder for sure.
I mean, hey, to be fair, I hope he has a great career out there in Philly. I hope they see what I see here in Detroit. But with that being said, I can see them going into at least the second or third round of the playoffs, just as it sits right now.
What do you say?
Second or third round in the playoffs.
Hey, Lewis Riddick has been fighting us.
Scott, brother, I appreciate you calling in.
Lewis Riddick's been fighting for us, man.
You said the number one seed in the playoffs?
He said you could see him going in the second or third round of the playoffs.
I can see second round.
Yeah.
Well, I
don't hate it, Scott. I don't hate it, Scott.
I
appreciate you calling in, man.
I don't think that's crazy, man. With what you saw out of this team carried, well, I can't say carried completely by the offense last year because the defense did turn on it at some point. And if you look at all the wins, I told you guys before, turnover in each and every one of them.
Yeah.
And now they had more guys that's playmakers back there.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait. Oh, I got this question for you real quick too, because you had this on here a little bit, and it kind of goes back to like a conversation maybe 2 nights ago between Booner. No, actually, it's like Chris and Luke.
Yeah.
It said Brian Branch is up there for one of the most explosive rookies for Lions this season. Is that?
I don't think so.
Me either.
Yeah,
they were like so convinced. I'm like, am I the crazy one in the room right now?
I don't know if he'll get the amount of playing time he needs to.
Yeah, that's why I said.
I think he'll be a great player, but like he's got a lot of people in front of him before he gets out there.
Okay, I wanted to bring it up to you because I don't know if I felt like fucking like I was like the way they were like just so convinced. Like how do you see that? I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
He's
This
not
fucking
gonna get enough
CJ
snaps,
DJ
yeah.
just led the fucking league in interceptions. And they play the same position. Well, how's he gonna make the? Okay, I'm glad.
Yeah.
I feel less crazy. I should have known actually. I love Lucas.
He can be out there.
Yeah, sometimes they're out there. Sometimes
they're out there.
But
that's why you gotta believe him later.
Yeah, that's why you gotta believe him later. Like, all right, bro, get the fuck out.
I don't believe you right now, but maybe later.
Yeah.
There's not enough snaps to go around. Like he's the fourth safety on the team.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean that nickel role though. That nickel back,
so he's a backup nickelback behind the guy who was the best defensive back in the league last year.
Yeah,
arguably
the best at that position.
Yeah,
like the prototype. Like, yeah.
I don't see him getting enough snaps. I think he's going to be a great player. I think he'll grow into a role very well. But this year, for him to go out there and perform at that, he would need something to happen in front of him, which I don't want to happen.
So then, who is it? What's Detroit Lions rookie do you expect to have the most breakout year?
I think it's going to be Sam Laporta.
Really?
Yeah.
You're that sold on the hype?
Yeah.
Over Jahmyr Gibbs?
Yeah.
I think you're out of your mind.
Because I just think Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be splitting time with David Montgomery. So I think Jahmyr Gibbs will have a good role, but he's going to be splitting time. I think Sam Laporta, he comes into this.
I think Sam Laporta is going to be splitting time.
I think he comes in as the number 1 tight end on the roster.
I think.
And he gets the lion's share of snaps, no pun intended.
I think there's a world where he exists as the guy in terms of like the tight end room for sure.
Yeah.
In his rookie year though, that's why I want to pump the brakes a little bit.
Who do you think it's going to be?
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah. Not Jack Campbell?
It'd be Jack Campbell for guys like me. The guy I like defensive side of the ball better.
Yeah.
Like that's just like I'm weird like that, I guess. But yeah, I think it's definitely gonna be Jahmyr Gibbs. I mean, we already had the conversations. Wide receivers, running backs, they hit the ground running in this league as rookies.
Mhm.
So there's that history behind that. You have also the history of him being quite possibly could have been the number 1 back on their board over Robinson, Bijan Robinson. I'm just calling him Brian Robinson. And he's going to be utilized more ways. Like with Sam Laporta, it's kind of limited to that tight end role. And by the way, very complex offense to understand. You know what I'm saying? So like you have veteran pieces that you've seen execute the offense, that know the offense already. Like, I feel like that's part of the reason why J-Mo didn't get as many looks last year, is like getting the offense down, or you know what I'm saying? Like that part of that. The reason why his snap count was limited.
Yeah.
Granted, missed all offseason. Laporta, he's obviously killing it in his portion of offseason right now. But I don't know, I just feel like Gibbs is going to be utilized a lot more. And maybe it's just the easy answer and you wanted to go like,
it's easy, baby.
Easy, baby. But like,
no, if I didn't pick Laporta, I was going to pick Campbell.
Really?
Yeah.
Over Gibbs again?
Yeah. Because again, I think those 2 guys are going to be the consensus number 1 at their position from week 1.
I don't think that.
Bro's speaking in tongues.
That's that fucking run stuff.
I think Jack Campbell will be the best linebacker on this roster week 1, and I think Sam Laporta will be the best tight end on this roster week 1. I do think Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be explosive, but he's going to be splitting a lot of time or a lot of carries with David Montgomery. You just paid David Montgomery $6 million a year. He's not going to not do anything.
Yeah.
You're going to use him a lot.
I think it's the same though with Laporta. I think it's the same thing. We're splitting a lot of time with the multitude of gentlemen we've seen fill that position last year. And by the way, franchise record and touchdowns to the tight end. And that's just, remember we had the fucking Brandon Pettigrew, Joseph Fourier, like those guys had their, they weren't fucking superstars, but they did well. Pettigrew a little more drops. Fourier, touchdown machine.
But I think they had the faith in Laporta to bring him in here and say he's going to be the dude. And
I just don't know if it's year 1. That's all.
I think it is.
Because I'm looking at...
He definitely is going to have the best stats out of the tight end room year 1.
That's fair. I'm not willing to fucking argue that one.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably bet against it just because the odds would be my favorite. Not in my favorite, like, favorite odds, but the fucking, you know what I'm saying, plus whatever.
Yeah.
But, okay, how about this? Take a number of Kyle Pitts.
Rustin Burke said you're turning into Maz.
Why am I turning into Maz?
I don't
I'm
know.
balding and short and fat.
Say you like Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
I don't hate Baker Mayfield, but I just
Sam hates Baker Mayfield.
I'll never fall in line with that group of crazy people.
All right, but we'll be right back. But first, let me tell you guys about Planet Fitness, because the high school summer pass is back at Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is thrilled to allow high schoolers ages 14 to 19 in the United States and Canada to work out for free all summer long from May 15th through August 31st. And you can even enter to win some scholarships. Their TikTok contest, you just got to post a TikTok video explaining your high school summer pass experience. Tag Planet Fitness and use hashtags #contest and hashtag HSSP23US to enroll. And remember, Planet Fitness, you can get your workout in starting at $10 a month, or join the Black Card for $24.99 that gives you all the amenities. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Saturdays at 1 p.m. Make sure you're watching WoodwardSports.com for our new show, Chompin' Puck.
He shoots! He scores!
With 4-time Stanley Cup champion Darren McCarty and Michael Gentry. Chompin' Puck is taking the Detroit hockey community and giving them a voice. Pros to Joes. You'll get the best Detroit hockey coverage around. Chompin' Puck. Saturdays 1 p.m. on WoodwardSports.com.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my guy Spin Mo Rex.
What up,
Yo,
though?
Chris, the TD booth, JB Smooth, 1s and 2s. I'm only breathing out of one nostril. I forgot you're supposed to. That's my bad. I just fucking.
What?
I was like having you do the.
That's all right.
I know, but then I'm just used to it. Good boys. That looked a little bad. 5-star review on our podcast platforms. Hit the like button, huh?
You need some Flonase.
Yeah, I do. Fucking
No free
allergy
sponsors.
season, bro. By the way, speaking of, I'm not giving this free sponsor to him, but that energy drink, the Centron 4. Do you don't do energy
I don't
drinks?
drink energy drinks.
You two. I'm not gonna say what I say off air about you two. But you motherfuckers make me laugh about that shit.
I mean,
fucking weirdos.
I just don't do it.
Put a lot worse things in your body. Big Greg.
Not anymore.
I haven't talked to Big Greg in a while. I'll just put it like that.
I don't know if this is such a good topic. I know they're not gonna clip it because it's too late in the day, so I don't want to really burn it. But it's fucking fire, and I want to beat everybody else to it. So fuck it, let's do it.
What?
Dan Orlovsky's quarterback rankings.
Oh, Ian already did it, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's fucking do it then.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Chris, throw him up there.
Throw
Dan
that
Orlovsky
shit up there.
made a tweet where he ranked the quarterbacks in the NFL into 3 categories. Category 1, quarterbacks you win because of. He has Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes, and Jalen Hurts. Category number 2, quarterbacks you'll win a lot with. He's got Tua, Mac, Jimmy G, Dak Prescott, Jared Goff, Kirk Cousins, and Geno Smith. And then the third category is big season of answering questions ahead. Matt Stafford, Desmond Ridder, Justin Fields, Daniel Jones, Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson, and Kenny Pickett.
Leave it.
Pause. Go back and pause.
Go back and. Oh, I'm not even on it right now. I'm on the Woodward one. That's all right.
Okay, so Jared Goff.
Maybe the audience wants to look at it a little bit too, Chris.
Jared
I'll
Goff's
throw it back up there.
Jared
category.
Goff's yeah, quarterbacks should win a lot with.
Yeah, it contains Tua Tagovailoa,
Look at the names with this.
Mac Jones, Jimmy Garoppolo, Dak Prescott, Kirk Cousins, Geno Smith, and the Goffenheimer.
There's one name on that second tier that I feel like is a little discredited. Maybe put him in the questions to answer or whatever. Probably Dak.
I would say Mac Jones.
Why do you think so highly of that guy?
No, I think he should be lower.
Oh, lower.
Yeah.
Do you think the third one is lower or like just questions? I think
The third one's lower.
You think so?
Yeah, big season of answering questions is definitely lower than quarterbacks you'll win a lot with.
Well, no, I think it's just like answering questions ahead was like, what has become of the future? Because up to now, I think the Stafford's better than fucking Jared Goff.
I agree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like Matt
Fields,
said,
people are fucking, oh, he may win MVP.
no, nobody seriously thinks that.
This guy who made this fucking list said that. Sorry, getting pissed off about it again.
Yeah.
Shit gets my fucking juices going. I'm done doing fucking like little energy drinks. I'm just gonna fucking read an article about Justin Fields winning MVP. He's gonna be fucking fired up for the show. What were you gonna say, Chris?
I mean, I just don't get how Mac Jones isn't in the questionable, considering you did temporarily lose your job to Bailey Zappi, like in the middle of the year, and you know, like it seems like that Patriots room is like the Patriots very much flirted with Lamar Jackson, according to Bill Simmons, the only guy that is super duper plugged in with New England and Boston sports. So I feel like at the end of the day, like he should be in the question category. But that's a good way of ranking it. I like those tiers. Those are 3 very simple tiers that define the quarterbacks greatly. They all fit.
So this is where I want people to call in. What?
Thought you were gonna take the lead there, Spencer.
No, but I was gonna say something. It's Rustin Burks asked in the Woodward Sports chat, was Jordan Love on there at all? No, he wasn't.
No.
It was. We haven't seen enough of him.
He'd be in the question category.
We haven't seen him play yet, so I don't
Yeah.
think you can categorize him yet.
I'm cool with Mac Jones being there. I think initially, obviously, he lost the starting job because of the injury, and then my man's was performing really well. Whooped the fuck out of the Detroit Lions. fucking another Jared on Jared crime. But I mean, that makes perfect sense. What I want to know from the Gawkers, are they upset that he's not in tier 1?
No, I don't think anybody would be upset that he's not in tier 1.
Right? Like, it just makes sense.
You look at the guys in that tier, and you're like, all right, yeah, that makes sense.
And that's what I'm saying. That's the tier you want to pay money to. Not the tier 2. The tier 2 are like the very systematic guys. We've been over this with Tua. Fucking very mid entire career. Give him 2 great weapons. Looks fucking phenomenal. Same thing with. I'm not gonna go there that early, but Mac Jones.
Braylon said Tua should be in that first tier.
I don't agree.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't either. I think he's accurately tiered.
100,000%
Like Lil
accurately
Wayne.
tiered. 2 of them, boy. Tier 2, right? Only got 2 of them.
I think he's got 2. Yeah, Schoolboy's got 3. I think.
Jimmy G's proven to be that too. I'm saying very, very much so a plug and play guy. Mac has been proven to be a plug and play guy when Jared almost fucking stole the job from him. Dak not so. Well, actually, Dallas Cowboys went what 4-1 without Dak.
Yeah, Cooper Rush.
So maybe he is that
Big
plug and
Rush
play
energy.
guy. Goff, you can say there's an argument for the golfers out there, and then that's when he was replaced with Tim Boyle. But Tim Boyle fucking blows.
Tim Boyle sucks.
That's when I realized, okay, I can't just want just anybody to fucking replace this guy. Because god damn, what the fuck is going on with that guy? It was the craziest shit. And then you look at his resume, and how the fuck did he even make it in the NFL and still in the NFL?
Mm-hmm.
Coaches are so fucking arrogant and full of themselves.
Yeah.
That's my biggest concern with a lot of people in the chat are kind of excited about that guy, but Broderick Martin, I think the coach is going to fix. I don't know if he fixed all that, bro. That's like fucking day 1 shit.
Yeah. Like pad level.
Yeah. Low man wins is day 1 shit.
Mm-hmm.
If nobody's taught this guy, because you play football from 13 to getting drafted probably 21, 22.
Yep.
And a decade's worth of fucking football coaches haven't been able to teach this guy to fucking stay low. Like, what is the difference here?
I mean, he's on the highest level. He's not going to be able to just get away with
That's
just
fair.
being bigger than everybody else.
That's very fair. Very fair. Rustin Burke says the NFL failed Tua. That doesn't change the fact that
I don't think the
he
NFL
was
failed
very
Tua.
Yeah.
I think the Dolphins failed Tua,
Yeah, I
if
think
anybody failed Tua.
Tua himself failed Tua. But again, when healthy, and with those 2 pieces with him, Tua was doing really, really good. But I'm with you. And you guys already know how I feel. Burrow's only enter that tier 2 after fucking T. Higgins leaves. Mob life.
Yeah, you don't like Burrow at all like that? You think he'd not be in tier 1?
I'm just letting you guys know it's going to happen. He's tier 1 right now. The same way Jared Goff used to be tier 1 in 2018. But it's
You
gonna
think Joe Burrow and Jared Goff are similar?
No, Joe Burrow's above Jared Goff. For
Okay.
sure, without a doubt. Joe Burrow's smart.
But him and Tua?
Better than Tua.
Okay. So if he's better than all those guys in tier 2...
I just don't know if he's in tier 1. You could be better than all the guys in tier 2. Like, the king of tier 2 exists.
Who is the king of tier 2 right now? Is it Goff?
Out of this?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a great question.
Is it Goff?
Dak.
Gino?
It's Dak.
It's Dak?
Yeah.
I don't really like Dak like that, man. He
the-
turns the ball over a lot.
I was watching the 49ers. Oh, I'd say like this year, obviously look a little bit sloppy coming back, but like obviously he's fucking looked good the year prior. I think in the 49ers game, if that defense wasn't as good as it fucking was, man, like Dak was busting his ass out there. But that defense.
But you
was
said
too
yourself,
fucking good,
bro.
man.
Like Cooper Rush went in there and went 4-1.
I know. But it's just from me watching him perform against the 49ers defense that was fucking stout. Like he was kind of carrying the Cowboys.
If you had
offense
to,
in
if
that
you were
game.
forced to, gun to your head, move one person out of tier 2.
For now on, when you ask me, I want you to fucking
Yeah.
do
Move one person out of tier 2, and one person. One
I
person
do it like that. Fuck it.
one person from tier 2 to tier 1, and one person from tier 1 to tier 2.
Ooh. I wouldn't want to move anybody from. Okay, I got you. I put Dak in it. If I had to, gun in my head.
Yes.
I'd put Dak in tier 1.
Nice.
And I would put.
Say it.
Is this like future expectations?
Yeah,
Like
because
this year's
2023.
expectation? 2023.
Do it.
Oh, 2023 expectations.
Say it.
Lamar Jackson.
Whoa! I thought you were gonna say A-Raj.
That's who I was gonna pick.
I would, but
he's old. He's gray beard, gray bush.
I think he can still get down a little bit.
More than Lamar?
Garrett Wilson's fucking out cold.
Garrett Wilson's a dog.
Lamar's been on a little bit of a decline. And he's got a new offensive coordinator. I don't know what expect of this Ravens offense. Mike Martz didn't want no pieces of that in his top 10. But now, ain't so fun when the rabbit got the gun.
I think...
Who the fuck are you picking?
I'd move A-Raj into tier 2. Dude, I don't know. Jared Goff. I'd move Jared Goff into tier 1. I think I don't.
You move Jared Goff into tier 1?
I don't think.
Can we end the show?
You think Dak Prescott's that much better than Jared Goff?
Yes.
I don't. I don't think so.
You move Jared Goff into tier 1?
I wouldn't move any of them if I like. I think they're all accurately tiered, but I think Jared Goff is the best of those quarterbacks. Yeah.
We had a pact.
I think Jared Goff.
We were blood brothers.
I would say the top 3. The top 3 in tier 2.
Hell yeah, bro.
The top 3 in tier 2 are Goff, Geno, and Dak.
Yes.
And I don't like Dak as much as you do, I guess. Who would be your second choice? It would be Jared Goff.
Yeah, probably. Or can I just fucking move Stafford to tier 1 and fucking Mac into tier 3 like you guys wanted? Is that allowed?
I think he's accurately rated where he is, but if gun to my head, if I had to, it would probably I prefer Goff over Dak Prescott.
Listen,
I don't like Dak Prescott like a lot of people do. I don't really see it. I think he chokes in big time situations. I think he turns the ball over a lot, and I think he's overrated.
Who you just described?
Okay, all right. Well, I'm just saying. Based on what they did last year.
All right. Further cases to be made after we come back. See you soon.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. Because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
Big Boy Strawberry Fest has officially arrived, and we're here to show you the very best flavors of the season. Satisfy your sweet tooth with our deep-fried vanilla Oreos, strawberry hot fudge cake, and a slice of our classic strawberry pie. But that's not all. Cool off on a refreshing summer splash salad, or savor the flavors of our chicken Caesar wrap and strawberry bacon chicken wrap. And for breakfast lovers, don't miss out on our strawberry hotcakes or our mouth-watering red velvet waffle. Strawberry Fest is something for everyone. Celebrate the sweet season with us at Big Boy.
You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
Yeah, so we're talking about WoodwardSports.com. Like, share, subscribe, 5-star. Woodward Heavyweights High. We're us. You know who we are.
5 stars. Chris is wearing a lot of red today.
What? You are wearing a lot of red today.
5-star. You quick said 5-star too.
But I was
what
crossing.
Does that have to do with anything?
So I ran to Speedway. I ran to Speedway to get a drink, and I was crossing the street coming back, and like the crosswalk on the other side it's got the flashing yellow sign that's like you yield to pedestrians. So I don't give a fuck. I just go. Like if there's cars coming, I go.
Yeah.
And I hold my fucking Arizona like dude with the twisted tea can.
Oh.
Like ready to fucking whip it at a windshield.
Yeah.
But I was Brady was driving, and like he stopped because I was walking across, and he rolled down the window. He's like, seriously, bro? But like I didn't know it was him, so I turned around, ready to snap. Like I was about to be like, yeah, fucking seriously, you see that goddamn sign? But I saw Brady. I was like, all right.
That is a good one. Because Brady's also like fairly new, so like we're like, because we're kind of dicks, but like in a joking manner, obviously. But he's fairly new, so maybe he doesn't know all the time. So.
No, I fuck with him in the back. I always walk past and flip him off.
Yeah.
But no,
that's the initiation.
He turned around. His smile started laughing. I was like, oh, I started laughing.
Real talk. That is initiation, like with a friend. You know, somebody you come from someone's like, when you're faking, you're like, hey, how are you? Hey. You know, when it's fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you, buddy.
No genuine friendship ever came from just
you know?
being polite off rip.
Yeah.
Like no genuine like guy to guy friendship never came up. Now you're not going like, yo, bitch, to a girl that you want to be female friends with, but like, you have guy friends, none of them start like, hey, how are you?
Yeah.
Hi, how you doing?
Yeah. Maybe initially first time like, yeah, what up though?
Yeah.
You know? Next time around,
what up, bitch?
Yeah. Little stupid ass bitch. All right, JB. I want you to weigh in on this quarterback rankings from Dan Orlowski.
Oh boy. I'm kind of with Spencer on this. I would move Rodgers out.
And then
I'm a John Morant you up to 2.
Like, chill, John, chill.
Who would you move in the tier 1 then?
I want to say Jared, but honestly, I'm probably gonna have to do Tua.
Tua?
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
I just don't like Dak either. Like,
I think
it's weird.
I'm not mad.
But I think Jared's better than Tua too. Like,
I said that in the group chat and I got bitched at, remember?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Is this thing on?
Hello?
I said that in the group chat and they got mad at me.
Why are you sitting like that with your papers on your chest?
I'm high. I kept trying to tell people the mushroom thing today, and but there's no good way of saying it. Like, I put mushrooms in my coffee. They're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
No, not those kind.
No, not the tripping balls kind. Like,
Yeah.
What about you, Chris?
All right, let me pull up this list again. Let me pull up this lest because there's a gun to my head right now.
Put a gun up, JB. You have to shoot this from.
So I'm moving a 1 to 2 and a 2 to 1.
Yeah.
I'm swapping. Yeah, I think I'm swapping Tua for Rodgers. Rodgers is an easy one. Rodgers to me is the easy one in tier 1.
This nigga's gonna fucking down. What?
This is my Uncle Spear Gat.
I thought you would keep talking.
No, he's switching Tua and A-Rod.
Yeah. I'm not mad at Tua. Tua over.
But you were mad at Jared.
Yeah, because we made it back.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to lie to the people. I don't like anybody in that tier more than him.
I will say that when I was being attacked in the group chat, fucking Mr. Krabs me by Neil and Braylon, I said Tua's just fucking Goff with wheels. The wheels are an upgrade over Goff. Like if I were to give Goff wheels, then I'm like, that's fire. Like, I mean, not fire, but
it's fire.
It's fire.
Yeah.
Right? Tua's over Goff. No,
I don't. No, I don't. I'm not in love with Tua.
No, you
either.
got to go Goff because of the resume.
Yeah.
But also, this thing's very, very based off like ahead because Matthew Stafford being like the
Ahead?
quote unquote tier 3.
That's why I didn't pick Tua.
What do you mean? Oh.
Boom! I can make those jokes. Mashed potato brain brother.
I guess. Nah, I ain't tripping. I like this list is so fucking like perfect though. I would love to make this a topic of ours to do, but like I would literally just copy this one.
Yeah, it's a very good list.
Yeah, this is one spot on. Like the only beef, really. Can I see it one more time, Chris?
Sure.
You own mine. My only beef probably is Justin Fields not being ranked number 1 tier himself, MVP. No, probably Stafford.
I'm just
This one I
putting
feel like
Rodgers.
mad disrespected a little bit there.
You moved out Lamar and moved in Dak. Is what you did.
Well, I mean, gun to my head though. Because I mean,
John Morant.
has Lamar not been on a downward trajectory? Like, you know.
So is A-Rod.
That's what I'm saying.
1 year of a downward trajectory. The year prior was MVP, and then this year too. I mean, that 1 year was also without Devontae Adams. It was with the thumb injury. This with David Bakhtiari missing. You know what I'm saying?
I like this as it is, but like you said, John Morant to my head.
John Morant. To my head.
That's the one I would do.
I think that's a new thing actually.
John Morant to my head.
I got that John Morant on me. Fucking me, boy. NBA dumb boy.
4-4 Bogdanovich.
4-4 Bogdanovich. In case you want to try.
Yeah, that was legendary.
I still almost called myself a bitch again. 4-4 Bogdanovich. In case you want to try, bitch.
So try me, bitch.
Yeah, in case you want to try me, bitch. Yeah, 4-4 Bogdanovich. In case you want to try me, bitch. There you go.
Got you.
Salute.
I'm Eazy's ghostwriter.
See what I'm saying? When you freestyle, just such shit just come out. In case you want to try, bitch. 4-4 Bogdanovich. In case you want to try, bitch. Ow. Hit that Lucas on him. Throw that ass up.
Throw that ass in a circle.
I'm just saying though.
All right. Well, this seems like a good place as any to end it. So that'll do it for us today. We appreciate y'all tapping into Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com.
I just love that shit.
Make sure you like and share the stream. Make
Like,
sure
when
you
a bitch
leave
does
a
that shit.
5-star review.
Dick goes soft.
For the man of
I just think you're a ratchet ass hoe.
That's fair. For the man on my left, that is very fair. The one and only Speak Easy. Man, Chris Platt. JB Smooth on the ones and twos. I am Spencer Raxter. We are the Moving Heavyweights. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace. Ow.